feature Class 1A, second round consolations.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the day 2 of the 100th annual Iowa State Wrestling Tournament. We are in Class 1A quarterfinals today. I am joined by Lars Underbaki, co-founder of IAwrestle. Lars, what's going on, brother?
Not too much. Just ready for some 1A. Just finished up a great 3A round. It seems like about a couple minutes ago, but we're ready to roll right back over again.
Absolutely, we're back. Great 3A round. For those that are just tuning in, so how this session is going to work is this first wave of wrestlers is going to be consolations from yesterday, and then on mats 5, 3, 6, and 4, we're going to run quarterfinals after that first wave goes through, and then run consolations on 7, 8, 1, and 2. So for those that don't know, you got beat yesterday. You got to win 2 matches today to be alive for tomorrow. So going right off the bat here, on mat 1, we got Lawson Bingen out of Woodbine. He's taking on Nathan Benedicts out of Woodbury Central. On 2, we got Carver Hines out of Jessup. He's taking on Tyson Primus out of Denver. On 3, we got Jesus Lear out of Clayton Ridge taking on Landon Bell of Highland Riverside. On mat 4, we got Lincoln Huck of Nashua Plainfield taking on Josh Nelson out of Nottoway Valley. On 5, we got Cooper Frost from Wapsie Valley taking on Justice Norman East Union. On mat 6, we got Carter Gingas out of Tri-Center Neola taking on Max Monet of North Tama. On mat 7, we have Nicholas Messersmith out of Osage taking on Avery Vack out of Underwood. And on mat 8, we got Truman Hogan out of Central Springs taking on Leo Jarrett out of Van Buren County. Woo! Just had to get that one out. Yep, sorry. Got excited there.
Already looking for a fall down there on 7 is Avery Vasic.
And he gets
there
the
it
fall.
is. Underwood with a quick fall. Again, like Worm said here, this is just a first consolation round. These guys still got to win 3 more matches to make the award stand. So a lot of work to do, but it all starts here. You got to win it to stay in it. Win 2 tonight, or 2 this afternoon. Survive till tomorrow, make it to the blood round. So a lot of wrestling to be done.
Yep, and for the people that don't know what the blood round means, you win in the blood round, you are on the podium. You lose, you go home empty-handed. So today is a real big moving day for a lot of people.
Yep. This is also where a lot of teams start to separate usually. You know, guys get knocked out. There's a lot of bonus points usually to be had in these consolation matches. You know, you can pick up a lot of points on the backside as well.
Down on 6, we got a fall. Looks like Maxon Mane out of North Tama. He gets the fall here in the first period over Carter Giggins out of Tri-Center Neola.
Carver Hins out of Jessup just picked up a fall as well, done on mat 2.
One of those guys that, you know, we were kind of expecting a lot out of Cooper Hines, and he took a loss yesterday morning.
Carver, yeah.
Carver, yeah. His brother Cooper's coming up in the quarters.
Yep. But yeah, I expect Carver to score a lot of points coming through the backside there.
On mat number 6 at 120.
Hey, on mat 6, we got Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith up on deck. From West Hancock taking on Tyler Kibbe out of Janesville. For those that are listening, if there's a match that you guys want me to cover, please commentate inside the comments, and we'll do our best to make sure that we cover that for you.
East Union, Harrigan, Riverside, Oakland, Tallman, East Union, now wrestling on mat number 2 at 113. Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 120.
Over on mat 5, Justice Norman out of East Union out to a big 9-0 lead over Cooper Frost out of Wapsie Valley, just underway in the second period. Mat 3, all kinds of points being put up. Landon Bell out of Highland Riverside with a 9-5 lead over Jesus Lara. That's early in the second.
Jesus Lara jumped out with a 4-0 lead right away there out of Clayton Ridge, but now obviously down 9-5 from Landon Bell at Highland Riverside. Down on 1, looks like we got Connor Keller out of Earlham, and Tacoma Thompson out of MFL Marmac.
I think Justice Norman might have just picked up the fall over there on 5. So Justice Norman of East Union moving on.
And it looks like over on 3, it looks like Landon Bell has the bars going on Jesus Lara out of Clayton Ridge.
Sit through, hit your head up.
Here on 6, we got Cradle locked up.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 113.
Caden Landers of Denver.
Alta Aurelia.
Oh, wait, no, that's on 6.
Tyler Kibbe.
Tyler Kibbe, yes. Looking for the fall.
Wrestling on mat number 5 at 113. Now wrestling on mat number 7 at
Ozzie Smith
126.
able to get off his back. He has always been known as the Wizard.
He is the Wizard.
Pleasantville. Kanoyer of Earlham. Sorensen of Pleasantville.
Connor Keller from Earlham, we talked about him, mat 1, out to a really quick 7-0 lead here in the first minute. Down on mat 8, Truman Hogan, Central Springs, leading 6-5 over Leo Urach out of Van Buren County. That is just about done with the second period.
In on the double here on mat 2. Oh, nope, came up through it. Tell you what, Oakland Riverside, one of those teams that really has kind of always been one of those teams that are in the conversation, it seems like. They brought a lot of guys down here this tournament, I believe.
Yeah, I think they got quite a few. I know they got Drew Anderson in the quarters tonight. I think a couple others. So.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 126.
Kingston Kerrigan, Riverside, Oakland, looking for a fall down there on 2.
There's the fall on mat 2. First period.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 126.
This round is going to go fast, people.
Yeah, should go pretty fast. Then we'll roll around. Next round, we'll have quarterfinals on the middle 4 mats. Mats 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 7, and 8 will have the next round consolations. So this round right now, we have 8 matches per weight. The 8 winners are going to wrestle each other. So we'll have 4 matches, quarterfinals. We'll have 4 consolation matches between these guys. So they'll all turn around and wrestle right away again. Down on 3, Lara's got Bell in the cradle now.
Wow.
Bell's up 13-6, but
Back and forth here.
Bell gets off his back, but that's 4 near fall. Now makes it 13-10.
Third period
Minute
here.
20 left.
He's already got the call, so you might as well try going. It looks like he's going straight jacket here. Some people call it a butcher.
I think he's actually going 3/4 stack, yeah. He's trying to, going under the arm, pulling the head down.
I mean, jump back to it. Yep, I was going to say, jump back to that cradle. What grade is Jesus Lara in? Can you look that up for me real quick?
Senior.
He is a senior.
So's Bell.
Okay.
So that's 13-10 with 30 seconds left. Down here on mat 4, we got a good one. Lincoln Huck, Nashua Plainfield. Josh Nelson out of Nottoway Valley, all knotted at 6, 45 seconds left. Looks like Nelson in on a shot.
Hey, Lara's looking for that cradle still. He's got about 18 seconds. Not going to get it.
There's 3 for Josh Nelson.
Now up on mat number 7 at 126.
He's really trying to still go for that stack, and he might actually get it.
Sam Egan, Sumner Fredericksburg.
Nope.
Stevie,
I don't think he's got enough time.
Sumner Fredericksburg. Now wrestling on mat number 7.
Nope, it's going to run out. So there it is, Landon Bell. Highland Riverside hangs on.
Coach Nick Cole down there. No, Nick's not in the corner.
Nick's not in the corner, but I think his son, Cash, is coming up here. Mat 1, Connor Keller out of Earlham with an 8-6 lead over Tacoma Thompson, MFL Marmac. 30 seconds left here in the second period.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 113. Evan Jensen, Brent Jutero, Ruth Van Ayrshire, Lane Knudsen, Central Springs. Jensen of Gretton Jutero, Ruth Van Ayrshire. Knudsen of Central Springs.
Oh, Lincoln.
Now wrestling on mat number 3.
Lincoln Huck must hit a big move right at the end of the match. He actually came back and beat Josh Nelson 13-10. So Lincoln Huck in the Nashua Plainfield must have gotten a reversal and some backs right at the end. He's going to survive and move on. Here you go. Mat 4 now is Cash Cole, Highland Riverside. Coming out against Jacob Roush out of North Lynn.
Roush of North Lynn, Cole, Highland Riverside.
Yeah, we were talking kind of a little bit about North Lynn, you know, being a traditional powerhouse. I wouldn't be surprised after talking to a couple people, like, you know, they're going to be kind of on the up and up here coming up soon. They got some real tough youth kids coming up. So they might be a team to watch here in the next couple of years.
Yeah, they had a couple pretty good younger guys on their high school team right now, too, that could make a little noise. Roush right here is only a sophomore.
Missouri Valley, Royce Peterson, Lake Mills.
Looks like we're looking for a fall on 5. That's Caden Landers out of Denver.
Now wrestling on mat number
Currently
2,
up 3-1 on Eli
126.
Reeb out of Alta Aurelia, but he's also going to have at least back points
Now
Getting
wrestling
real
on
close
mat
to a
number
fall, it
7
looks
at
like, but
126.
period runs
Mason
out, but there's 4
Hudson,
near fall. Caden
Kate
Landers,
Happel,
Denver with a
Lisbon.
7-1 lead as they head to the
Hudson,
third.
Happel of Lisbon. Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 126.
Here comes Cade Happel.
We got a Happel.
Cade Happel of Lisbon taking on Mason Fote out of Hudson, coming out on mat 7. What are you looking forward to most out of 1A here?
I mean, right now for me personally, it's like like in 3A, it's kind of watching how far Don Bosco can kind of pull away from the pack. I gotta watch Bob Schwab wrestle yesterday for the first time in his career, and I was really impressed. I want to see how he keeps going on it. But also, I'm curious. You know, we were talking about during the 3A. You know, there's still a team race regardless of having a juggernaut team in that bracket. So I kind of want to see in this round like what teams are going to really start pulling. You know, that second place. El Burnett yesterday had that the tough day for them, coming in probably like the second ranked team in the state. So I kind of want to see the adjustments they made overnight, kind of see if their attitude's a little bit more fired up here today and see what kind of work they do on the backside.
Yeah. What teams are going to kind of separate and start looking for those trophies. Is Wilton going to solidify themselves there? You know, Nottoway Valley. There's quite a few teams here.
We got Sean Landers in the commentary. You know Sean Landers?
I do not think I do.
Okay. He's asking if I can cover the Landers brothers. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to cover those boys.
Yeah, we already just Caden Landers from Denver right now is up 7-1 on mat 3. 44 seconds left.
And he's covered. And also Katie Myers is cut one to watch Alta Aurelia, which ironically Landers and Alta Aurelia are wrestling right now. So we'll get a twofer right here.
Yeah, Eli Reeb looks like out of Alta Aurelia, losing 7-1 to Caden Landers late in that match. Reeb is on a shot right now. Only 22 seconds left, trailing by 6. Gonna have to get something big here. Down on 4, Cash Cole, Highland Riverside, with a 5-2 lead over Jacob Rao out of North Lynn. Matt 1's going to go final. Connor Keller out of Earlham's going to move on with an 8-7 win.
I just got confirmation that we might have Megan Black up here in the radio booths tonight with Thunder Country down in South Iowa, so I might be able to try sneaking her up here for a little bit tonight too to have her talk.
Why don't we just get her on the radio with you?
That not the entire night. She obviously made her previous obligations. She's got a nephew wrestling for Anamosa, so.
Down on mat 8, Hunter Hodina out of BGM Brooklyn, up 8-0 over Preston Byer of Osage.
Hackett of Columbus Catholic, Smith of Hinton now wrestling on mat number 1 at 120.
So Landers does pick up the win over on mat 5.
At 120. CJ Rodriguez, Emmitsburg. Ryan Fletcher, Underwood. Rodriguez of Emmitsburg. Fletcher of Underwood now wrestling on mat number 5.
I tell you what, man, I'm still kind of riding that 3A high today. We watched some good matches this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Southeast Polk goes 10-3 in the quarters, kind of separate themselves in first place by quite a margin. I think they're up 60 already.
Yeah, they're getting close to being about 70 points behind or in front of
Johnston's in second right now.
Yeah. So again, that team race from 2 to top 4 get trophies or top 3?
Top 3, I think.
Okay,
but
so
2 to 6 is all really tight.
So that margin for 2 to 3 is going to be really kind of the conversation in 3A and also in 1A. But 2A, man, I mean, tonight we're going to find out a lot.
Yeah, it's huge night in Class 2A in that team race. Nothing's even close to being decided up there. So Davenport Assumption currently sitting in first.
Down on 1 here, looks like Joe Hackett. He's up 3-0. He's got Cradle locked in here in the first period. Got a knee into the side. Possibly looking for the fall here.
We got some pretty good scrambles going on mat 6. I think it's currently a 3-3 match, all tied up now. Kane Forseen out of New London, Kimball Elliott out of Linville Sully. Been a lot of action going on in that match.
Yeah, over on 5 too. It looks like there's been a lot of good wrestling here between CJ Rodriguez of Emmitsburg and Ryan Fletcher. kind of going back and forth on this. Osage, though, you know, they were returning state champs last year in 2A. They dropped down to 1A. They're currently in 9th place. Kind of want to see what they can do on the front side here. But as we look down on 8, looks like Preston Byer is on his back right now.
They lost quite a bit after last year. We knew they wouldn't be quite the same. Cash Cole, Highland Riverside, picks up a fall down here on mat 4.
Good win there for Cash Cole.
Gavin Sloss, AGGC. Bailey, MBA, OCOU. Sloss.
Over, he's got his dad in the corner along with Rocky Hamilton.
You know, being a dad in the corner, man, like,
number 4, 120.
I've seen you do a first-hand experience, you know. How do you handle those emotions?
I mean, you just try to be coach more than anything. Kind of try to separate that as much as you can while it's going on, but not always easy.
I think the things that I've seen sometimes, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, you step on the mat, I'm coach, but then as soon as you step off, I can be dad.
Right.
I can turn on dad switch really easy because, you know, there's going to be times where, you know, your kid gets beat and it's like, hey, he doesn't need coach right now, he just needs dad, or vice versa.
Yep. And it goes both ways. You know, sometimes it's consoling, sometimes it's being a cheerleader for them. Sometimes they need a little kick in the butt. Yeah. I've definitely been through all 3.
I haven't gotten there yet, but also I'm sitting there already, just in little things in life where it's like, okay, now it's time to be tough. Now it's time to be just dad.
Yep.
Cade Happel gets the win.
19-1.
Wow.
Nice job. That's the second win already for Cade Happel this weekend. I believe he won his first match, then round of 32, and then lost last night. Yesterday.
Missouri Valley. Declan Monroe, Woodbury Central. Schroeder of Missouri Valley. Monroe, Woodbury Central, now wrestling on mat number 7 at 132.
Down here on mat 2, Owen Becerra, Missouri Valley, with an 8-2 lead over Royce Peterson out of Lake Mills. Mat 6, Kane Forcine of New London's kind of busted that one open. It was just 3-3. Forcine now leading 10-3 over Kimball Elliott out of Linville Sully. 50 seconds left in that match. And this is all consolation, first round consolations. Everybody's still alive in the tournament till this round. This is where we start knocking some guys out. There'll be 8 guys eliminated from each bracket. We'll be down to 16 after this round. We'll have another round of consolations yet tonight and knock another 4.
Down here on 5, looks like Fletcher up 3-1 here. He's looking for a turn, and he's getting it. He's getting some near falls here. He gets himself a set of 4. Okay, so where is Lawson Bronson?
Lawton Bronson is just outside of Sioux City.
Okay.
Way northwest Iowa.
It's one of those schools I have never really heard of before up until like the last 2 years.
They've had a few good wrestlers. I remember back in, must have been the early 2000s. They had a guy by the name of Potaboom. I believe it was Jeremiah Potaboom that was a state champ. Beat a kid I knew growing up, Langrick out of Turkey Valley.
Jackson Junction.
Yep.
Now they're co-opted in New Hampton.
Yeah, co-opted with Southwind for a while, separated again. Now they're with New Hampton.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 132. Cole Scammon, Shenandoah.
Over on 3, it looks like Central Springs is trying to shuffle his way to a victory. He just gets a stall call, but here he's going to walk away, though, with a 5-2 win over
Lane
Evan Jansen.
Knutson.
Hunter Cooper, Sioux Central. J.J. Callahan, Albernette. Cooper, Sioux Central.
We got Albernette siding here on 7. We talked about they're going to need a good consolation round. Good day here today to try to even stay in this team race, or at least, fight for that second place, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So they got J.J. Callahan out on the mat on 7 now, taking on Hunter Cooper out of Sioux Central.
Right now, we're right at 132 pounds here. We're rolling pretty well right now. We got 32s called down the mat. We got a Merkel down here on 6.
I feel like we've seen a lot of those today. Oh,
And he sits
roll
over.
through, yeah.
Number 3 at 120.
Shenandoah, it looks
Max
like,
Millage,
on mat
Earlham,
6. Yep.
Jagger White,
Cole
Scammon.
Millage of Earlham, White, National
There's the
Plainfield.
fall.
There's the
Now
fall.
wrestling
Good
on
win
mat
for
number
him.
3 at 120.
Another fall on 4. That is Ty Strode out of Nottoway Valley picking up a fall over Eklund of Ogden. So Nottoway Valley having a pretty good tournament so far.
Bill Roach to the
Down
head
on
table,
8,
please. Bill
Boston
Roach to the head
Mateer,
table.
I-35 Truro with a
Now
6-0
wrestling on
lead
mat
over
number
Brock
4
Nebergall
at
out of
132.
Lone Tree.
Kenny Ness, Granger Terrell, Ruth Ayrshire, Caleb Cool, Logan Magnolia. Ness of Granger
We just
Terrell,
talked about
Ruth
Lawton
Ayrshire.
Bronson.
Cool,
Got
Logan
Brayton
Magnolia.
Carlson
Now wrestling
out of
on
Lawton
mat
Bronson
number
with a
4
3-0
at
lead over
132.
Landon
Now
Frost
up
out
on
of
mat number
Wapsie
6
Valley
at
on mat
138.
2.
Corbin Maxwell, Interstate 35. Peyton Roush, Shenandoah. Maxwell of I-35.
Caleb
Roush
Cool
of
now on the
Shenandoah.
mat for
Now wrestling on mat number
Logan
6
Magnolia
at
on mat
138.
4, taking on
Up
Kenny
mat
Ness out of
5 at
Gratinger Terrell,
126.
Rushshire,
Colby Vance, National
Hathaway.
Plainfield.
Is that right?
Jasper
Yeah.
Sonberg, Osage.
We'll just say Gratinger
Vance
Terrell.
of National Plainfield. Sonberg of Osage. Now wrestling on
Down
mat
here-
number 5
oh, go ahead.
at
Down here on
126.
2, Landon Frost tied it up here with Brayton Carlson out of Lawton Bronson in second period here. Got to look out for Liam Adelfinger.
He's still on the front side.
Yeah, he's still on the front side, so we got a little bit of weight there, Keith.
So this is all consolations, but as soon as this round's done, they'll roll straight into the quarterfinals.
Got potentially dangerous here on 5. It looks like it's going to be Colby Vance and Jasper Somberg. Vance from Nashville Plainfield, Jasper Somberg of Osage. Gotta feel like those two probably wrestled a time or two
You'd
this year.
hope that maybe they'd seen each other somewhere along the line. I know they dueled each other. The teams did anyway.
Tell you what, I've never been to Osage until I got married. And let me tell you, nice little town. Decent food.
I grew up not too far away in Cresco, so we were plenty familiar with Osage.
Yeah, tell you what,
Yeah.
they are not sponsoring the podcast, by the way.
Boston Mateer picks up a tech fall down on mat 8 for I-35.
All right, looks like Blake Sappenfield out of Lawton Bronson took 6th in 2013. So they've had some places.
Definitely had some guys, yeah.
St. Edmund, Owen Scott, Westwood
For sure, they've
Sloan.
always got,
Crimmins
you know,
of St. Edmund, Scott,
There's
enough guys here, got some place
Now
winners.
wrestling on mat number 8
Down
at
on 8, looks like we got Matt Crimmins out of St. Ed's Fort Dodge. He's taking on Owen Scott of Westwood Sloan, 132 pounds.
Oh, mat 7, J.J. Callahan from Albinette's got himself in a little bit of trouble down there. He does pick up a reversal, though, but he gets Hunter Cooper from Sioux Central picks up some near fall first. So Cooper leads Callahan 6-4 with 1 minute left in the second period. Again, big match. Alburnett needs some points here.
I'm sorry, Janin. We're also just sitting here talking wrestling, too. There's a lot of people out there that want to listen to what we're having to say as well, but we'll try our best.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 138. Dallas Tissue, Wapsie Valley, Riley Brandt.
Down on 4 here.
Tissue, Wapsie Valley.
Score is 4-3
Brandt,
going into the second
Now
period.
up on mat number 1 at 138.
From Caleb Call for Logan
Now wrestling
Magnolia,
on
currently
mat
up
number
4-3.
5 at 138. Joseph Hayes, East
Down
Union.
on mat 2, Brayton Carlson to Lawton Bronson, leading
Hayes,
5-3
East
still
Union.
over
The ball
Landon Frost of Wapsie
Underwood.
Valley.
Now wrestling
1
on
minute
mat
left in that match.
Number 5 at 138.
Over here on 8, Crimmins from St. Ed's Fort Dodge gave Brock Morris a great match yesterday. He's one of those kids. He's coming in as the 19 seed, battling through this backside.
Yeah, absolutely. Max Millage of Earlham builds his lead up. He's up 11-0 over Jagger White of Nashville Plainfield. That's late in the second period on mat 3. Just about to get underway on mat 5. We're going to have Joseph Hayes out of East Union taking on Dane DeVault out of Underwood. A good one on 6. That's Corbin Maxwell, I-35, Hayden Roush out of Shenandoah. They're tied 3-3 late in the second period. There's a tech fall for Max Millage Verlum, 16-1. And down on 4, Caleb Kuhl picks up a win for Logan Magnolia. That's at 132 pounds.
Coming up here on 3, looks like we got Hudson Popham out of Starmont. He's taking on Keith and Jacobson at Jessup. Somewhat neighbors, if you will.
Not too far. Looks like we got a cradle on 6 out of Shenandoah.
Looks
That's
like
Hayden Roush.
Looks like on 2, Landon Frost pulls off the 6-5 win over Brayden Carlson and Lawton Bronson.
Oh man, Carlson was ahead most of that match.
Talk about coming back.
At 138, Landon Kirtley, Panorama, Landon Price, Granger Trail.
So that's near fall for Roush, makes it 7-3 lead over Corbin Maxwell heading to the third period. I think Roush just took top.
Dane DeVault picks up the win 9-2 here on mat 5, 138
I think he got the pin. That was
pin.
early on in that match. So
Now wrestling on mat number 2.
brings out Riley O'Donnell of Riceville and Jackson Gordon of Riverside, Oakland. Led most of the match right till the very end and gave it up late, lost 6-5.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 144.
Now on mat 2, a couple guys that are pretty familiar with each other. Tyler Pearson, Highland Riverside. Logan Christoffel out of West Branch.
Got to be pretty familiar with each other.
They actually wrestled in the district final. Pearson actually knocked off Owen Adelfinger out of Wilton in the semifinals. It was a big upset. Christoffel beat Pearson in the final, and Adelfinger did not get a wrestle back. So
that's the thing about districts, man. You catch an upset there, it makes your trip to state tournament a lot easier, especially in the top 2 spots. 3A gets the 3,
right,
gets 3 qualifiers. It's still in 1A and 2A. You bump off someone in the semifinals, that helps you get to the state tournament a lot easier.
Absolutely. Shenandoah picks up a fall down on mat 6. That's Hayden Roush.
Big win there.
Down on mat 7, it goes final. Alburnett, J.J. Callahan drops an 11-8 match to Hunter Cooper of Sioux Central. So Alburnett gets one eliminated here already.
Coming up here on mat 6, looks like we got Bryce Carroll out of Cascade.
Mat number 6 at 144.
Wait, nope. Get back. I just saw Bryce walking out of mat 6.
Gant out of Hinton and Nick Pasuti out of I-35 just getting underway on 6.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 144. Up on mat number 7 at 138. Kane Julius,
Do not see Carroll anywhere yet.
Riceville.
Look at this. Riceville going to have 2 guys out here right next to each other. Riley O'Donnell's on mat 5, and here comes Chance Christensen from Riceville on mat 7. Going to take on Kane Julius out of Sibley Ocheeden.
Makes the job a little easier there for the coaches at Riceville, being right next to each other.
Right.
Might as well just turn a chair over, put him right in the middle.
Over on mat 4, Landon Price out of Gradinger Terrell with a 3-0 lead over Landon Kirtley out of Panorama.
I got a request, though, for some West Branch and some Iowa City Regina guys out of former state medalist Iowa City Regina, Kyle Beaver.
Oh.
It's a fun fact. Kyle Beaver is my best friend. Just kidding. Him and I wrestled at Lourdes together. Great dude. Big-time supporter of Iowa City Regina. And he also just told me, too, that he's related to the Gates boys out of Wapsie Valley, so we probably should watch that out for him as well.
Gates boys, they're out of West Branch.
Or West
Keaton
Branch.
and Cooper.
Must misspell that typo there. He put WV. Yep,
Got
as
it.
he corrected it.
Right now, we got Logan Christoffel on mat 2 out of West Branch with a 3-1 lead over Tyler Pearson of Highland Riverside. Make that 6-1 as he gets a quick takedown. Mat 1, Riley Brandt out of Denver with a 6-3 lead over Dallas Tissue out of Wapsie Valley. Mat 3, Keaton Jacobson of Jessup with a 6-0 lead over Popham of Starmont. Mat 4, Price out of Gradinger Terrell still with a 3-0 lead out of Kirtley of Panorama. Mat 5, Jackson Gordon, Riverside, Oakland leads 7-0 at the start of the second over Riley O'Donnell of Riceville. Early on, first period, Mat 6, Mark Gant of Hinton leads 3-2 over Nick Pasuti of I-35. Mat 7, first period, 30 seconds left. Chance Christensen of Riceville holds a 3-0 lead over Julius out of Sibley Cheaton. And we are just about to get underway on Mat 8. Jariah Bowles out of AGWSR taking on Bryce Carroll of Cascade.
Carroll coming in as the 12 seed. Had a really good first round match against DeVault out of Underwood. Took a loss to Van Ort from West Sioux. So now, here we go on Mat 8 here.
Keaton Jacobson out of Jessup on Mat 3 with a big 10-0 lead now.
I thought we were going to see a cutback. Get a takedown here on Mat 5.
After 2 periods, Logan Christoffel of West Branch with a 6-1 lead. He's going to go on bottom and start the third. Got Keaton Jacobson looking for a fall now, already leading 10-0. There's the fall. So Jessup with a couple of pins here already in the early going of this round. So
they kind of had a rough day yesterday, but they definitely made back. Carroll's got a cradle locked up and hasn't cut the corner yet. He's got to break through that hand there. So probably should get a big step through. Got something to hit. There's the 3. Yep, now he's going to scoop. He should scoop it. Start walking towards the head.
Looking for a fall on 6 is Mark Gant out of Hinton.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 144, Cooper Franklin.
Not going to get the fall, but it's an 11-2 lead now for Gant over Pasuti out of I-35.
Bell Burnett, Engelken of Coconut Valley now wrestling on mat number 3 at 144.
Down on 3, we had Cooper Franklin taking on Kyle Egerton out of Mac Valley. Franklin, the 6th seed yesterday, loses a tough one in the round of 16. So he needs to bounce back as well.
At 138.
End of the first here on Mat 8, Carroll up 3-0.
Another Jessup wrestler coming to Mat 1. That's Trevin Delargardel. Going to be taking on Gavin Kishman out of MFL Marmac. Christoffel picks up a reversal on Mat 2. He now leads 8-1 with 43 seconds left in that match. We got else. Landon Price. Grattan Terrell still leads 3-0 over Kirtley out of Panorama with about a minute left in that match. Cooper Franklin gets the early takedown for Alburnett. 3-0 lead over Engelken.
Down here on 8, looks like Bulls chose both on their feet here. Kind of saw yesterday Carroll's ability to ride, so I think they kind of got good scouting. As Carroll gets in on a high crotch and get into a crackdown position. He's looking to cut the corner. Readjustment here.
Christoffel with another takedown. He's now up. He's going to win that match 12-2. So major decision for Logan Christoffel.
Good win there for West Branch.
Delargardel of Jessup out to a 3-1 lead here early. Looking for a fall on Mat 3 is Cooper Franklin out of Alburnett.
Gets himself a set of 4 there. He's up 7-0.
HLV Victor now wrestling on mat number 5 at 150.
New match on Mat 5. Lincoln 11 Central Springs taking on Cale Weiskoff out of HLV Victor.
Sliding out the back doors, Carroll, no 3 yet.
Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 138, Jacob Vance, Osage, Parker Glassmaker.
They're waving off potentially dangerous.
Vance, Osage, Glassmaker, MMC.
Coach Thompson from Cascade, he wants to go have a chit chat with the ref real quick.
At 138.
Wants to make sure that there's 3 there.
Mat 2 now underway. We got Jacob Vance of Osage taking on Parker Glassmaker out of MMC RU. Landon Price of Gradinger Terrell picks up a 4-0 win on mat 4. Gant of Hinton up big, 11-2 here, just about done. So Gant of Hinton's going to pick up a major decision, going to eliminate Nick Pasuti out of I-35.
Good head fakes out of Carroll. Got him under time here in the end of the second period. Carroll's choice.
Now wrestling on
Carroll's going on his
four,
feet.
144,
He's feeling pretty
Aiden
confident on his
Carroll,
feet right now.
Alta Aurelia, Tony Wood, Wayne Accordon.
Down here on
Alta
2,
Aurelia,
Jacob Vance up
Wood,
3-1 on
Wayne
Pavement
Accordon.
Park
Now wrestling on
Glassmaker
mat
still.
4
About a
at
minute left.
144.
Just about final over there on mat 7. Looks like Chance Christensen of Riceville is going to pick up a 5-0 win over Kane Julius out of Siblio Cheaton. Cooper Franklin pouring on some points now on mat 3. Big for Alburnett in the team race there. He leads 12-0 in the second period. And looking for a till. I think he's just got a 1 count so far.
He got himself a set of swipes there.
Got 2. Still holding. He's still got the move, but he's got at least 2 coming. Already leading 12-0. Now up on mat 4, Tully Wood, Wayne Corridon got an early takedown, leads 3-0 over Hayden Garlow of Alta Aurelia. Now up on mat 6, William Sancott of Belle Plaine taking on Weston Price of Northland.
Wrestling on mat number 7 at 144 pounds. Cash Hatfield, West Branch, Gunnar Klon, Durant. Hatfield, West Branch.
Speaking
Klon,
of district
Durant.
finals out of West
Wrestling
Branch,
at number 7, 144.
we got Cash Hatfield, 144 pounds, West Branch taking on Gunnar Klon out of Durant. That was the district final as well.
Now wrestling mat number 7 at 150 pounds.
I know we're 2 days in the state tournament. It still feels like districts was like 6 months ago.
Central Community El Cater, Hunter Beckman Catholic, Coker.
Over on 3, looks like we got Preston
Mat
Hunter
number 3 at
from Beckman
150.
Catholic. He's taking on Preston Culper out of Central Elkader.
Tully Wood up 6-1 now in the first period, down on mat 4.
Bryce Carroll picks up the 3-0 win for Cascade. He moves on.
Gavin Kishman, excuse me, of MFL Marmac was trailing early, but he's now up 9-6 in the third period over Trevin Delagardelle out of Jessup.
Looks like Preston Hunter still scoreless here at the beginning of the first. Looks like Preston Hunter though has a nice front headlock here on mat 3.
We got our first Don Bosco wrestler down here on 144. That is Aiden Hellman taking on the 9-seed Ryder Klein out of ACGC.
Takedown Hunter on mat 3.
Hellman, Don Bosco, Klein, ACGC. Now wrestling mat
Down
number
there
8 at 144.
7, it's now a 6-1 lead for Cash Hatfield out of West Branch, and he's looking for maybe an inside cradle here. He's got it locked up, looking to take Klon over, not quite yet. Time's kind of winding down into the first, but Hatfield already has a 6-1 lead. Mat 5, we're at the end of the second period. It's going to be 5-5 as they head to the third. Lincoln Levin out of Central Springs taking on Cale Weiskoff out of HLV Victor. Looks like Weiskoff's decision. He's going to go bottom.
Preston Hunter from Beckman looking like he's trying to get the fall over here. And I think he's going to get it.
He's close. There's
the fall.
Over there on mat 8, Ryder Klein of ACGC with the early takedown. 3-0 lead over Aiden Hellman out of Don Bosco. Tully Wood of Wayne Corridon out to a 10-1 lead now. Andy's got a cradle locked up, getting some near fall points in the second period.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 157 pounds. Brogan Lake Hinton, Fisher Buckingham, Wayne Corridon. Lake Hinton, Buckingham, Wayne Corridon. Now wrestling mat number 3 at 157.
Brand new match on mat 3. We got Brogan Lake out of Hinton taking on Fisher Buckingham of
Sam
Wayne
Dominic,
Corridon.
Woodbury Central. Brunsman, Beckman,
Just
Shepherd.
about to get
Dominic,
underway over
Woodbury
there.
Central, now wrestling mat number 1 at 144.
Mat 7, it's still 6-1 in favor of Cash Hatfield to West Branch, taking on Klon out of Durant. And Tully Wood does finish off the 17-2 tech fall. So Tully Wood of Wayne Corridon moving on.
Down on 1, we got Sean Brunsman of Beckman Catholic taking on Sam Dominic.
8-8 late in the match on mat 5. Lincoln Levin, Central Springs, Weiskopf out of HLV Victor.
Now wrestling mat number 4.
There's a 2-point reversal, though, for Levin. So 10-8 lead with 25 seconds left.
Sam Raymond, St. Albert.
Lars, can you let me know what grade Sean Brunson's in from Beckman?
He is a senior.
Okay, gotcha. Just gives up the takedown there from Dominic out of Woodbury Central. So we got still got that headlock action here. Doesn't gonna get it belly down here on 5.
Oh, we get another reversal back. Late scramble there out of Weiskopf. He's going to win 12-10. Weiskopf HLV Victor moves on with a 12-10 victory over Lincoln Levin of Central Springs.
Good match there.
Yeah. Coming out on mat 4, we got Jensen Bourne out of Wilton. Of course, Wilton in the fight for a team trophy here. Jensen Bourne at 150. He'll be taking on Sam Raymond out of St. Albert's. That's an 11-12 matchup here in the first consolation round.
Ryder Klein right now from ACGC. He's currently up 7-0 on Aiden Hellman.
William Lawson,
Don
Pocahontas
Bosco.
area. Brokaw, Lennox, Lawson, Pocahontas area. Now wrestling mat number 5 at 150.
Cash Hatfield to West Branch now builds his lead up to 10-1 over Klon of Durant. That's just into the third period.
Down on 6, looks like Weston Price out of North Lynn. He's racking up points here on 13-2 over William Sancock out of Belle Plaine. Looking for the fall, and I think he gets it. He gets the fall there.
Oh, big scramble late in the match on mat 2. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And Jacob Vance of Osage with the late comeback knocks out Parker Glassmaker out of MMCRU. So Osage Vance survives and advances.
Advances.
Oh, you got me.
I'm here all day.
Over on mat 4, Jensen Bourne of Wilton picking up some near fall with the tilt here. He's going to be leading 7-0 now, about halfway into the first period. We had a question about the Gates boys. Keaton Gates, West Branch, coming out on mat 6. He'll be taking on Abe McGill out of Woodbury Central. His brother Kobe Simon over there in the corner. Kobe was the state champion for West Liberty. Now Keaton Gates wrestling for West Branch.
What year was Kobe Simon in high school? Like 06?
Oh, no. Kobe would have just graduated in, I don't know, 17, 18.
Oh, okay. Over on 5, we got some pin action going on. Nope.
Probably he's actually probably younger than that. He was probably like 2020, 21. Maybe.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Keaton Gates with a big lift finish, 3-0 lead over there on 5 or on 6.
Over on 5, Bourne gets a near fall, 4 near fall here at the end of the first period. He jumps up to a 14-0 lead.
Cash Hatfield picks up a tech fall on mat 7, 19-3 over Gunnar Klon of Durant. Hatfield to move on. Aiden Hellman making a furious comeback over on mat 8. In the third period now, they're tied 7-7. Hellman to Don Bosco.
We are rolling right now, man.
Yes, we got 50-pounders out here all over the place. Maybe, I think they may all be 44-50 up, but we're about halfway through this first round.
Down on 2, we got Chance Hoyt out of Iowa Valley Marengo taking on Jeremiah Berg of Westwood Sloan.
Sam Raymond of St. Albert gets a reversal, but he's trailing Jensen Bourne of Wilton 14-3 down on mat 4.
Mat number 7 at 150.
Escape from McGill, but Keaton Gates still leads 3-1 on mat 6 early on in the first. Mat 3. I think we're going to be looking at a possible fall here.
Oh, that's tight.
I
There's the
believe
fall.
that Brogan Lake. Yep, Brogan Lake out of Hinton gets the fall over Fisher Buckingham out of Wayne Corridon.
Takedown here on 8. But possible switch action going on. With 45 seconds left, this is getting dicey down here on 8.
Hellman Abasco leads 8-7 over Ryder Klein, but they're in a pretty good scramble right here.
I say Klein had a good opportunity there to send his hips up a little bit higher, but
Hellman caught his leg. Oh, I don't know if Hellman wants to sit to that, though.
no.
Oh, they're going to give 3 to Klein. Ooh, that's close. I don't know. I don't think Bosco's corner is very happy about it. Only 18 seconds left.
Now I'd give it to him.
Now it's Klein. Only 10 seconds left. Hellman's got to get something going here. Over on mat 1, Sam Dominic kind of starting to pour it on. He leaves 19-8 now over Brunsman of Dyersville Beckman. Mat 6, Keaton Gates putting on a little show on his feet. He's up 9-1. His older brother Cooper will be coming up here yet. So there it is. That's final. Ryder Klein, ACGC, with a 10-8 win over Aiden Hellman of Don Bosco. So I believe that's the first Don Bosco wrestler to be eliminated from the tournament.
I think they'll be all right.
Probably.
Over on 6 here, West Branch has a bar going.
Keaton Gates.
Keaton Gates up 9-1, looking for the fall.
Now wrestling mat number 8 at 150 pounds. Will Knapp Panorama.
Now up on mat 3, we got Hayden Hill of Wilton taking on Dawson Becker of Alburnett. So 2 teams trying to fight for a team trophy over there. Wilton and Alburnett, that's a big match. And there is a takedown for Dawson Becker early on to lead 3-0 over Hill. And there's a fall on mat 6. Looks like Keaton Gates of West Branch moving on with a fall in the second period.
Looks like down 7 here. It looks like Jace Thompson getting another takedown here on Calvin Monarch out of Cascade. Thompson up 6-0 currently.
Now wrestling mat number 6 at 157.
A lot of points going on over on mat 1. It is 22-13. Sam Dominic of Woodbury Central leads Sean Brunsman of Beckman Catholic, but we're just about done there. Somebody just asked what weight we are at. We're currently at like 150, 157 in this first consolation round. Chance Hoyt out of Iowa Valley looking for some near fall down here on 2. He's already leading 5-0. Taking on Berg out of Westwood Sloan. Carter Wilgenbush now up on mat 4 for East Buchanan. He's got a 6-1 lead over Connor Jacobson out of Ridgeview.
I tell you what, that Carter Wilgenbush last night, we were watching him. He had a banger match in the round 16, came up short, but was still wrestling real tough.
Yeah, for sure. Coming out on mat 3, we have Easton Byer. Sibley O'Cheaton is going to be taking on Dalton Africa out of Makokata Valley.
Down on 5 there. Got a fall there from Pocahontas area with the cradle. William Lawson, he was down 5-4, catches that cradle, gets the dub.
So we do have our first match at 165 on the mat now, so we're moving right along.
Hey, Lars, guess what?
What's that?
My mom's listening.
Hi, Mama B.
Hi, Mama B. Actually, Mama G.
Mama G.
Yeah, Mama
Okay.
G.
Over on mat 2, Chance Hoyt picks up a fall for Iowa Valley. Thomas and Starmont with a big 9-1 lead as they head to the third period on mat 7. Thomason over Montauk.
Score 9-1 right now in favor of Jace Thompson over Calvin Montauk Cascade.
Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 157.
Carter Wilgenbush up 6-1 in the second period on mat 4. Just about to get underway on mat 2 will be Devin Blanchard out of Nashville Plainfield taking on Ethan Bauer out of Coon Rapids Bayard. And just underway on mat 5, we got Caden Gibbons out of Central Springs taking on Isaac Messamaker out of Moravia.
Down on 7. Monternock down 9-1, but has the legs in on top and really just flattening out Thompson, making him work. Like he's trying to force him, so it might make the ref start going, oh, they called. What did they call there? Did I see potentially or illegal hold? Illegal hold on 7.
I don't know, but we have a crazy match going on mat 3 right now. Both guys have been fighting off their back, I think, a couple times. Right now it's 8-6 in the first period. And I think there's a fall. I think that's Easton Byer. Oh, yeah, they called the fall there. Easton Byer of Sibley O'Cheaton is going to pick up the fall over Dalton Africa of Maquoketa Valley. That was a minute and a half in, and it was already 8-6. Some pretty wild wrestling going on over there.
So Monternock gives up a penalty point. I still don't know why, but down 10-1 here with a minute left. He's still looking on top. You know, he's keeping Thompson pretty flattened out right now.
Now wrestling mat number 3 at 175 pounds. Landon Snelly, West Winnebago.
Monternock's really trying to force. They're calling stalemate instead of stalling. You can tell a little frustration setting in. We got Cradle setting in on 8 over here. Looks like Will Knapp out of Panorama gets a set of near falls here with a set of 2 going in the third period.
Will Sankot out of Belle Plaine out to a 7-1 lead on mat 1, taking on Landon Alexander out of Ogden. Now up on mat 3, Landon Schnully out of South Winneshiek taking on Jackson Frang out of the ACGC.
Yep, Hawks and Rocks. Yeah, we're running Consolations first from like the first round yesterday, and then mats 5, 3, 4, and 6 will be quarterfinals, and then the outside mats at 1, 2, 7, and 8 will be Consolation third round. So
all these guys wrestling right now, if you win, you wrestle again in that consolation round on the outside at the same time as the quarters.
Yep, and if you lose, you go home. They're on 3. It looks like Landon Shelley up 3-0 right now on Jackson Frang out of ACGC.
I believe we just saw a fall on mat 1, so Wade Sankot, Belle Plaine moves on in the consolations. Oh, Connor Jacobson out of Ridgeview with a comeback. He's now tied 7-7 with Carter Wilgenbush out of East Buchanan on mat 4, and that's 45 seconds left in that match, and he's working on some near fall. Looking for a fall is Connor Jacobson of Ridgeview. Looked like Wilgenbush was in control early on, but
157 pounds. Jacoby Subject, West Hancock Britt. Will Atchison, Regina, Iowa City.
coming out now on mat 1, we'll have Hunter Sauer of Alburnett. He's going to be taking on Blake Schwartz of Panorama.
Down on 7 here, it looks like we got Will Aitchison out of Iowa City, Regina. He's taking on Jacob Subject out of West Hancock, Burlington.
West Hancock Britt.
Sorry.
West Burlington will be tonight.
Those are on like 2 opposite sides of the state, too.
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay.
I mean, Britt's not all the way west, but it's west of 35.
On mat 1, Hunter Sauer up 3-0 on Blake Schwartz out of Panorama for Alburnett.
Connor Jacobson with those 4 near falls going to knock off Carter Wilgenbush of East Buchanan 11-7. So Ridgeview's moving on at 157 pounds.
The Iowa High School Athletic Association.
Hunter Sauer of Alburnett with an early takedown, 3-0 lead over on mat 1, taking on Schwartz of Panorama.
Over on mat 8, Will Knapp takes the 9-2 win over Isaiah Malm on Gretton Terrell.
The Athletic Association expresses its sincere appreciation to them for their presence.
Landon Schnully of South Winneshiek out to a 4-0 lead. Taking on Jackson Frang of the ACGC.
65 pounds. Lee Mitchell, Lawton Bronson, Gage Hollab, Lisbon, Mitchell, Lawton, Bronson, Holland, Lisbon.
Aitchison gets himself a takedown instead of 4 there. He leads 7-0 right away.
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 165.
So we got a minute left here.
Ian Forsyth, Southwest Valley. Jackson Edwards, Central Springs. Forsyth.
We just got an update on Cedar Rapids Prairie's Dylan Munson. He got carted off today. There was a slam called. Got taken off on a stretcher, but says he has been, this is from KJ Pilcher. The Cedar Rapids Gazette says he's been alert and talking while undergoing tests at the local hospital. So far, tests have come back good. Very good news. So prayers out to Dylan and the Munson family over at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Really, really, really happy to hear that he's doing all right. I know it kind of took us by shock a little bit up here. Worm and I were a little bit off for a second there in 3A, but really glad to hear that Munson's doing all right.
Absolutely. This is scary stuff, man. I mean, especially like a kid like that who's a senior in high school, wrestling in the quarterfinals, and then all of a sudden takes an injury like that. And, you know, glad to see he's doing okay. Thoughts and prayers out to the Munson family. Thoughts and prayers out to Cedar Rapids Prairie right now.
Wilton, now wrestling mat number 2 at
Over on mat 1, we got Hunter Sauer of Alburnett leading 6-1. Now 9-1 after a takedown. So Alburnett looking to add some bonus points maybe over on mat 1.
They need them.
Yep. Down on mat 2, going to be underway in a second at 165. We'll have Angel Martinez out of ACGC taking on Owen Milder out of Wilton. Mat 4, we got Lawton Bronson again. That'll be Lane Mitchell with a 3-0 lead after the first period over Gage Holub out of Lisbon. Will Aitchison, Iowa City Regina, doing some work over on mat 7. He now leads 9-0 over Jacoby subject of Britt West Hancock. And there's a fall on one for Hunter Sauer, so a couple.
There's some points for him.
A couple good points for Alburnett.
Woodbury Central in 3rd place. Good
Nice.
for them.
Hinton in 4th. Hinton's got a good program. Hinton went through some stuff last year, got some new coaches, but still wrestling awfully well over there. Schnully of South Winnesheek out to an 11-0 lead now over Frang of ACGC.
So, yeah, over on 5, we got Caden Gibbons. He's up 8-4 right now over Isaac Messamaker. 38 seconds left here in the 3rd period. Caden Gibbons just doing a tough job on top. He's catching the wrist, and he's trying to ride here, trying to be very accurate here to make sure the scores are being called for.
Matt.
Sue Haywarden, now wrestling mat number 1.
Mat 6, we've got Mason Allen out of Central Decatur taking on Nathan Bentler out of West Central Valley. Mason Allen has 60 matches in this year. He's 50-10 coming in.
Man, that is an RVC type record right there.
We don't even get close to that.
Oh, I mean, if you guys have all 4 quads and you're wrestling a dual turn,
that's a lot. 60
matches. Meanwhile, Division I kids now are averaging about 15.
Heck, when I was in high school, we were lucky to get 30, 35.
They hit 100 wins back in the day.
I'm really old.
Let's say to hit 100 wins back in the day was pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Anymore, it's more of 150s almost kind of the new hash mark. There's a lot of kids hitting 100. There's as many 100 pins anymore, it seems like, as there used to be 100 wins. So.
Over on 8 here, looks like we got some near fall action here. On mat 5, Central Springs did win 8-5. Down on 5 here, though, looks like we got Max Soley out of Jessup. He's taking on Mason Hoyt of Iowa Valley Marengo.
Lane Mitchell out of Lawton Bronson with a 7-0 lead over Gage Hullab out of Lisbon. Over on mat 2, it'll be Owen Milder of Wilton with a 6-1 lead over Angel Martinez out of ACGC. Over on mat 1, Irvin Ramirez out of West Sioux Hawarden, 6-0 lead over Evan Carrier out of West Monona Whiting. Schnully out of South Winnesheek picked the major decision on mat 3. That's going to bring out Kelvin Harvey of Kingsley Pearson against Nolan Kriegel of Iowa Valley Marengo.
Pearson.
Kriegel, we've been following a little bit
Iowa
this past year.
Now
He,
wrestling at number 3 at 175.
sophomore, long, lanky, just like his dad.
Yep. Yeah, again, he's always kind of been that. He's really good with that leverage, but I just feel like we talked about this a little bit yesterday. When he fills out a little bit, puts just a little bit more meat on those bones, he's going to be a real force to be reckoned with.
If he shows up next year weighing about 190 pounds, that's
Yeah.
going to be game over, I think, for his wrestling career in a good way.
Mat 6 now, that is 6'2", Bentler out of West Central Valley, Mason Allen out of Central Decatur. That's in the second period. Will Aitchison, Regina up 13-0 after 2 periods over on Mat 7.
I've been impressed with Will Aitchison, man.
Yeah, Aitchison's a tough kid. He's had some real good wins this year.
Probably has himself a great set of workout partners in that coaching staff at Regina.
Yeah, he's a little bigger than those guys, but
Oh, I bet Drew
I
Bennett
don't think it matters much when you have Kyle Biscaglia and Drew Bennett in your room now.
Wow, really nice shot there by Aitchison. Big pickup, too. There's the 3.
Oh, I don't know. They let him kind of roll him to his back. I don't think that maybe could have been stopped. Now it is. But 16-0 technical fall for Will Aitchison out of Iowa City, Regina.
He advances into Consolation round 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still got a ways to go. Got to win 2 more to get on the ward stand.
Oh, man. You get any more, and it's wild, too. You could be 3-2 at the state tournament and still come home with nothing.
Correct.
Over here on 2, we got Owen Milder. He wins 9-1 in favor of Wilton.
So a big bonus point, major decision for Wilton. On mat 3, Kelvin Harvey of Kingsley Pearson had the early takedown, but Nolan Kriegel gets a reversal, puts him in a tilt, and pins him. So
Classic Kriegel.
Yeah, Kriegel will move on with the fall for Iowa Valley Marengo. His teammate Mason Hoyt right now on mat 5 leads 3-0 over Max Sully out of Jessup. We got some blood time down there on 5.
Beckman Catholic. Fernandez, Iowa City, Regina. Hageman, Beckman Catholic, now wrestling.
Couple RVC boys coming out on mat 2. We'll have Laren Fernandez, Iowa City, Regina, taking on Cody Hageman out of Beckman Catholic.
A reminder that the Iowa High School Athletic Association
Hagman, a junior,
would like
I
to thank
believe.
Iowa State University for providing the athletic trainers for the state wrestling tournament.
Come on, track. Let's
More
pick
than
up the speed
30
here a little
athletic
bit.
trainers from Iowa State
There we go.
volunteer
Yep,
their time
Hageman
to assist
Jr.
our student
Fernandez is
athletes in
senior.
their growth.
37-13. That's a 50 for an RVC schedule, man. That's a 50-match season, dog.
Not quite 60. That is a lot, I feel like that's pretty standard anymore. We're seeing a lot of these, records coming up here. 45-9, 42-12, 41-12, 36-18. These kids are getting 50 matches anymore.
Here we go on mat 2 right now.
Nashua Plainfield, now wrestling mat number 3.
Haven tried looking for a foot sweep right there. Doesn't really catch it. Tell you what, Leonard Fernandez has a fro on him. Just a big old head of lettuce there.
On mat 4 now, Lane Mitchell, Lawton Bronson out to a big old 13-1 now, 13-2 lead over Gage Hollub. Out of Lisbon, lets him go and immediately back in on a double leg. So now that is 16-2. See if he lets him go again. Looks like he's going to try to ride a little bit, Lane Mitchell. Oh, that's the end of the match. So he does secure the 16-2 major decision. Lane Mitchell, Lawton Bronson moving on.
Over Gage Hollub.
Over on mat 6, we got a good one. It is 12-10 with 20 seconds left. Nathan Bentler of West Central Valley leading Mason Allen out of Central Decatur.
He's putting him back on his feet here.
That makes it 13-10. Mason Allen needs to get something going. 19 seconds here. He's kind of almost like a fake shot, like he's not dropping all the way down, getting his hands clear. He finally does and drives him out of bounds.
11 seconds left. Here's the name of the Class 1A, AC Roller. He's up on mat 4.
Our favorite rock band.
There's stall call 1, but
not going to do any
time.
good. So Nathan Bentler, West Central Valley, is going to win 13-11 over Mason Allen. It's my least favorite score in wrestling, 13-11.
Why? that where you got beat?
Larry Owens beat Dan Gable 13-11.
Wow, that's some Hawk history right there. Or Cyclone history right there.
Cyclone.
Down on 2. Looks like Hagman up 3-1 here to start the second period over Fernandez of Regina. Hagman does a really good job dropping back down to the leg. Ooh, wow, just pulls it right back underneath him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Hagman's missed too many days in the weight room down there for Beckman Catholic.
Oh, no, I think it's one of his favorite activities, actually.
Now wrestling mat number 6.
They're calling Hagman for stalling, though.
Maybe not moving up in the legs once they called the takedown, I believe.
No, he started on bottom.
Oh, he started on bottom. Okay.
Or he started on top. So, like, he pulled the leg back in, but then jumped back up on top. I don't know. I'm just a commentator.
Yeah, what do you know anyway?
Yeah.
Irvin Ramirez.
Fernandez looking for a switch, though. There's just back and forth switching action here.
Not clearing his hips all the way. There he goes. There's 2.
There's a reversal there.
3-3.
Interesting thing about Hagman, too, he is a type 1 diabetic that has to have a pager on him all times.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm always scared to watch him in practice. I'm like, is that thing going to fall off?
Down on mat 8, we've got another Wilton wrestler, Clay Ledger.
Now
he's trailing Bodie Stanley out of I-35, 3-0 after 1.
Now Hagman gets the reversal and the near fall. He possibly is going to get a fall here. I'd call that a pin on anyone's day.
Yeah, it's pretty darn close. Fernandez doesn't seem to be fighting real hard off his back.
Of course, you also got a big old piece of beef like Luke Hagman on top of you there, too. Big pin there for Luke Hagman.
I don't know. You should talk the way about high school kids.
Touche.
13-3 major decision over on mat 1. Irvin Ramirez out of West Sioux.
So Cody Hagman moves on. I said Luke Hagman. That's his brother.
Oh, yeah.
Former state finalist for the Beckman Catholic Blazers.
We've had quite a bit of time, blood time down here on mat 5. We're still in the second period. Mason Hoyt, Iowa Valley, leading Max Sully of Jessup 9-2. Down there on 8, Bodie Stanley of I-35 now up 7-0 over Clay Ledger out of Wilton.
Youngblood Jessup now wrestling mat number 2 at 190. Now wrestling on mat number 1.
Dex Youngblood out of Jessup now on the mat on mat 2, taking on Aaron Cordell out of Logan Magnolia. And just underway on mat 1 is Lucas Olson of Woodbine taking on Jaden Butler out of Janesville. Mat 3, Eli Kalanoff out of Nashville Plainfield out to a 6-1 lead over Caleb Christensen in Ottawa Valley. Oh, there's a nasty headlock out of Kalanoff right in the edge. So it's going to be 9-1. He's looking for a fall here.
I think it's tight.
Yeah, it was a pretty nasty headlock right there. Oh, wow.
Fights off his back, too.
Christensen fights right off his back, but he's going to be trailing 13-1, but Coach Honnold out there pleading, you got to get going. Mat 4, ACDC Roller up 8-2 over Caleb Brown out of Lisbon. AC Roller out of Riverside, Oakland. Oh, he's looking spladle. There, he kind of took him to the wrong side, though. So it's almost a stack instead of a spladle. AC Roller rolled him over a little bit funky. Down on 7, Cody Cox out of Lake Mills, up 6-0 over Trainer Coase out of Coon Rapids Baird. Kalanoff finishes off a tech fall down there on 3.
Over on 5, Mason Hoyt up 9-3 over Sully. 30 seconds left here in the second. Oh, we got fall looking like brewing over here on 4 for AC Roller. He's rolling. He gets forced on a near fall.
Mat number 3 at 215.
Looking upper body over there on 5, Hoyt and Sully. Sully's going to try double overs. Not going to work, but time ran out in that second period anyway. So 9-3 lead for Mason Hoyt as they head to the third.
£106-pounders or 113-pounder. We will be rolling right into the next round, so be ready.
We're getting about 175 here. We think it'd be a good time for us to take a quick commercial break and thank our sponsors for hosting the live stream here presented by Raider Outdoor Power. So we'll be right back.
At Raider Outdoor Power, we have something for everyone in every price range and for every season. We're your #1 source in the tri-states for lawn and garden equipment, snow equipment, hills, and utility vehicles. We offer a full line of new and used products from John Deere, Kubota, Steel, Cub Cadet, Honda, Green Mountain Grills, and many more. Check out Raider Outdoor Power in Dubuque or online at lawnpower.com.
We're here the night before state finals, packed house, talking wrestling over a cold beer. Doesn't get any better than that. I love beer. I've been drinking beer for a while, and I mean that's pretty cool. I think just the fact that Single Speed recognized us as someone that covers the sport and cares about the sport is to be alongside the name of Gable. I mean that's a dream, right? Like. Look at that.
Join us before the state finals at Single Speed Brewing Company this Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m.
Pain or limited mobility can affect every part of your daily life. Our goal is to get you feeling well enough that you can do everything that you want to do. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy will make your physical therapy journey as easy and convenient as possible. Start with a free 20-minute injury screen and receive a complimentary benefits check. If you need pain relief now, go to kineticedgept.com or call 866-588-0230 to schedule your free screen today.
We're back over here. Thanks to our sponsors there during the break.
Quick little technical difficulty, but hey, we bounced back. We're resilient. Over here on 8, it looks like we got Clayton Davis and Jacob Payton. Payton's up 3-1.
Matt 7, Tate France out of West Branch with a 3-0 lead over Nate Schoenfelder out of Akron Westfield. Caden Baxter with a 3-0 lead. AHSTW over Max Merrill of North Union. Nick Saxton of Emmitsburg leads 6-0 over Porter Shetler out of Iowa City, Regina. So that's 215 pounds. So we're getting close to rolling over the quarterfinals.
Tell you what, though, I mean, in this frontside consolation, we've seen some good wrestling already in this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
215 pounds.
I mean,
Sam Acevedo, Postville.
Absolutely.
Jacob
You think?
Valerius.
I mean, sometimes you got to think. You know, these guys are backs against the wall. Really, you get it one and you're done.
Mat number 5 at 215.
Denny, one of the better things that I understand that, you know, we're trying our best to keep things up going here with making sure people are coming up on the mat. Obviously, we don't know right out the pan, but if you go to www.trackwrestling.com and go to the state tournament wrestling page and follow there. They'll actually have updated matches as they're going in live time, but also you can click on there and you can see who's on deck on those next mats. So I understand we're trying the best we can. We can't really be saying, oh, who's coming up. Really, we just got to follow through. So if you guys can go to trackwrestling.com and follow there as well, then at the bottom of each mat, it'll tell you who's on deck next. Okay, so best we can do for you right there. But while we are here, we might as well go and just start top to bottom. 190 pounds, mat 1. It looks like Carter Richard for ACGC and Hayden Hun on Underwood. They're just starting off here. Down on mat 2, we got Deegan Devbick of Colfax Mingo. He's taking on Maverick Kolb of Trainer. That's just starting here as well. Over on mat 3, we got Brennan Bowler of North Union. He's taking on Savvy Reddle of El Burnett. On mat 4, we got Brett Plants of Montezuma. He's up 18-2 right now over River Williams of El Burnett. That's going to be tough for El Burnett there. Down on mat 5, we got Sam Escovedo out of Postville. He's taking on Jacob Walrus, or Whale Aris, but we're calling him the Walrus. Down here on mat 5. On mat 6, we got Jackson Vermer at West Union taking on Corbin Hill of Denver. That's just starting here in the first period. On mat 7, we got Tate France of West Branch. He's up 3-1 on Nathan Schodefer of Akron Westfield. And then on mat 8, we got Jacob Payton of Northland. He's up 6-1 on Clayton Davis of Maquoketa Valley. We're rolling here, guys. We got some heavyweights out here. So as soon as these heavyweights go through, especially in these middle mats, we're going to start going into our quarterfinals here. So buckle in and get ready.
Lashbrook, Janesville, now wrestling mat number 4 at 215.
Just some good wrestling here today, guys. I mean, obviously, we're so lucky, obviously, to have such a great tournament here, run by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Definitely think that they're putting on a great product right now. Down on 7 here, we got a fall. Tatum France out of West Branch. He gets the fall over Nathan Schoenfelder, 3-1. Over on. So it looks like we got some heavyweights coming up here on 7. We got Osage and Denver, it looks like, I do believe, coming up here on 7. Excuse me, 1 second. Sorry about that. A little bit of allergies. Over here on 4, looks like on 215, we got a fall brewing up here. Logan Lashbrook of Janesville, he's got a deep half in the first period. He's got plenty of time, but it looks like he just gives up. It still gets himself 4 near fall points there. Down on 2, it looks like Maverick Kolb just gets a reversal here over Tegan Devbick out of Colfax Mingo. Score 3-2 currently with that in the second period as well. Oh, we got a headlock down here on 7. Is he going to get it? No, he's not. Osage's Ryan Bayer. He's going to slip through that. He's going to get up there. Oh, then he gets answered back with a headlock himself from Donovan Farrell. He gets 4 there, and he gets an escape, so score 4-3 real quick. I got a funny feeling these boys are going to be trying to throw headlocks this entire match. I hope so.
We will roll continuously into the next round.
Our boy the Walrus is out on the mat, Lars.
I see that. Out to a 4-1 lead for Lisbon.
He is the Walrus.
So how many heavyweights we got out here now? We're getting right down to it. We're going to be rolling into quarterfinals any second here. As these middle 4 mats finish up, they will just start rolling right to the quarters. As the outside mats finish up, they'll start rolling into that second round consolation. Big headlock. I saw that too. Tegan Dibovic out of Colfax Mingo, but time was running out in the period.
He looked like he threw everything into that.
Didn't even get a point out of it right as the period expired.
But you know what, though? I think he made his point across.
Yeah. Over on mat 3, Francisco Hans of Wilton with a 3-1 lead over Salavi out of Postville. Those would be big points for Wilton. Mat 8, Jacoby Payton out of North Lynn leading Clayton Davis out of Maquoketa 6-2.
Maquoketa Valley.
Or Maquoketa Valley. Yeah.
Oh, we got a neck wrench, though. Is he going to find it, or is he just going to get 3?
Think so.
He's going to get 2 on the reversal. Or is he on top?
Dude, he's on top out of that move. A little bit of funk down there, maybe. Big throw down on 4. Is that Owen Menke? No, Owen Recker out of Starmont. The takedown over Menke out of Sigourney Kyoto. So 3-0 lead for Recker. Go out of bounds. Over on mat 6, Grady Jones of Underwood with a 3-0 lead over Currens of Grettinger Terrell.
Oh, looks like Colfax Mingo gets the fall there on mat 2. He's fired up.
Tegan Dibovic, Colfax Mingo at heavyweight. Moving on.
So I'd have to assume now here comes some 106-pounders.
No, looks like maybe one more.
Yeah, we got, okay.
One more big match coming out. Over on 2.
Got Riceville. And Sadler out of Jessup? Is that
Yep,
it?
Prescott out of Riceville, JD Sadler out of Jessup.
Now wrestling on mat number 2, 285-pounders, Matthew Praska.
Looking for a fall on 4.
Raker doing a good job there. Gets the
There
fall.
it is, Starmont. Owen Recker.
I tell you what, man. I mean, Starmont's kind of had themselves a nice little run here this week with qualifiers, but you almost got to think, like, if they would have had Mueller.
Caton Moeller.
Remember Caton Mueller?
The Walrus gets a fall on 5.
All right.
But yes, Keaton Moeller was definitely,
Big part.
Defending state champ, missing this season due to injury. We will get to see him back next year, but hopefully back at 100%.
All right, here's our first 106-pound quarterfinal match on mat 4. Looks like we got Jackson Page out of Alta Aurelia. He's going to take on Connor Morrow, Akron Westfield. Was there a Morrow from Akron Westfield a couple years ago?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Yep.
Westfield.
Nope, it was Morrow from Akron.
Okay.
Up on mat number 4.
Now we got another one coming out on 5. It'll be Ethan Humphrey out of West Branch taking on Jack Gogol out of Lisbon.
Now on 6, we're going to have another one probably coming out here on 215.
Lisbon. Humphrey of West Branch, Gogol of Lisbon.
It's quarterfinal time, dude.
Yep, so again, folks, what we're going to have happening now is we're going to start quarterfinals on those middle 4 mats, consolations on the outside. Worm and I are going to try to focus a little bit more on those quarterfinal matches. So for the most part, we're going to focus a little more on those middle 4 mats. If there is somebody you really want to see on the outside, want to hear a few updates, we'll try our best to try to keep up. But the main focus will be on those quarterfinal matches. Speaking of which, here he comes on mat 6, Hendrix Schwab out of Don Bosco, also known as Bob Schwab, coming out here against Atlee DeWitt out of Alburnett.
Returning state placer. Hendrik Schwab, freshman, as advertised. Very curious to see how that one goes out here.
Quarterfinal seems a little early for those two to meet. Seems like more of a semifinal kind of matchup.
Yeah, but it also gives old school state tournament
it
vibes.
does a little bit.
I was talking to it today with Bettendorf coach Tristan Lara. It's like, I understand the seeding, I understand the fairness of it, but gosh, there's something special about the random
blind draw. Yeah.
I think back to like one of my first state tournament experiences, seeing Nick Pickrell and Luke Saturn back in 06 in the quarters, 2 state champions. But hey, enough chit chat. We gotta get back to wrestling. Down here on 6, let's start that one off. We got Hendrik Schwab, we got Atlee DeWitt. I don't think they've met.
Just getting first whistle here.
They haven't met this season yet, have they?
I don't remember. Did DeWitt not wrestle state duels?
Either state duels or battle.
He did not. He did not wrestle him earlier in the year, but I can't remember. I almost thought they wrestled at duels, but I could be wrong.
DeWitt in on the leg, but Schwab doing a really good job locking the crotch, possibly looking to do a step over. Down on 5, Humphrey and Goebel still tied up here at 0s.
17 seconds left there in the first. Over on 4, Jackson Page, Alta Aurelia, out to a 3-0 lead as we start the second period over Connor Morrow out of Akron Westfield. We do still have one heavyweight match over on mat 3, so no quarter on mat 3 yet. We're just finishing up. Francisco Hans of Wilton with a 4-3 lead still.
It's going to be 4 matches of weight class here in the quarterfinals. And then on the other side is also 6 matches or 4?
4 on the outside as well. So those 8 matches that just completed at each weight. That first round, those 8 winners are going to be taking on each other in 4 different matches.
JD Sadler over here on 2 gets himself a set of near falls here. He's pulling out 8-0 right now for Jessup.
So still scoreless with Hendrik Schwab and Atlee DeWitt. Still scoreless, Ethan Humphrey and Jack Gogol. Both of those are quarterfinals. Over on mat 4, though, the 12 seed Jackson Page, Alta Aurelia, halfway through the second period, leads 3-0 over the 4 seed Morrow out of Akron Westfield.
We got a go-ahead takedown there on 3. Finishing off that Francisco Hans just got taken. Or actually, Antonio Salov just got the reversal. He's looking for a turn here. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get it done. Still scoreless here on 6. Still scoreless on 5. 3-0 on 4. Wait, Sadler was getting himself in a little bit of trouble there.
There's a stall warning on Gogol against Ethan Humphrey over there. I believe Gogol's riding right now. Humphrey's trying to come around, but we're going to get a stalemate now. But oh no, they are neutral. There was a stalling on Gogol called.
Coming up here on mat 3 quarterfinal, we have Don Bosco.
Looks like Caden Belinsky coming out.
I don't know much about
Let's
Caden
update.
Belinsky.
There you go. Belinsky taking on Carson Whipker out of South Central Calhoun. Belinsky was actually a Fargo Cadet All-American this last year. He was at 100 pounds, I think, cadets.
Okay.
Wrestled for Wapsie Valley last year.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So just underway, Belinsky, the 1 seed, taking on Carson Whipker out of South Central Calhoun.
Schwab up 1-0 right now, but Atlee DeWitt getting right back in on the legs. He might find a corner, but Schwab's doing a really good job of jacking up.
Yep.
Jacking up those arms,
up,
squaring up.
Pulling him up off the legs.
Atlee DeWitt, I believe, the junior, 28-7.
Schwab, 40-1 freshman.
Who is Schwab's only loss this year?
Out of state, I believe.
Okay.
They wrestled Donnybrook. They wrestled up at Donnybrook. Him and his brother forfeited to each other in the finals in 113. But then I think he lost up at the Clash up in Minnesota. Possibly.
Okay. So over on 5 here, looks like Humphreys from West Branch. He's up 3-0 with a minute 40 left.
Early in the third period.
I tell you what, man.
Page of Alta Aurelia still leads 3-0 in the third.
I tell you what, man. You think about, like we were talking about in 3A. This quarterfinal, man, I feel like your life gets a little bit less stressful if you can punch through this quarterfinal match.
Oh, absolutely. You're guaranteed top 6. You know you're on the medal stand.
You can breathe a little bit. And if anything, kind of make you a little bit more relaxed going to the semifinal tomorrow, knowing that you don't got to wrestle tonight.
Maybe a little more confidence.
Over here we got a reversal, possibly. Nope, just an escape here on mat 3.
Yeah, Belinsky got the first takedown. Whipker able to get the escape late in the first. Oh, what do we got going on 5? Ethan Humphrey, is that looking for a reversal maybe here?
Still in a wizard
There's
position.
the 2. So Ethan Humphrey of West Branch now, oh no, it was takedowns. Now leads 6-0 over Gogol at Lisbon. Only 45 seconds left in that match.
3-1 over here on mat 3.
Schwab trying to come out for a takedown, but it's going to run out of time. So they're going to go to the third period. Hendrik Schwab leading 1-0 over Atlee DeWitt. DeWitt's going to go bottom to start the third.
Ooh, Schwab caught DeWitt here.
That's
nice little sit back there, but doesn't get it.
No
enough.
near fall. He was close.
Went to a claw ride sit there.
Now wrestling on mat number 2.
A lot of blood time over on 4, so that match still going. Jackson Page, Alta Aurelia still leads 3-0 over Morrow.
Schwab doing a really tough job on top.
Consolation at 106.
Over on 5, 6-0. It's the final score of Ethan Humphrey and Jack Gogol.
So West Branch has a semifinalist, Ethan Humphrey, 106 pounds.
They got some blood time here on 6, I think.
Yeah, looks like DeWitt's got a little bit of blood. So a minute 26 left there. Schwab leads 1-0. Belinsky up 4-1 now in the second period for Don Bosco at 106.
Belinsky's got that elbow taped up pretty deep there.
Quarterfinal 113. Nick Rossi.
Matt 4, Jackson Page still leads 3-0 over Morrow. 42 seconds left in that match. Now up in the quarterfinals at 113 over on Mat 5. You got the 1 seed, Nick Brazy out of Nashville Plainfield taking on Cale Stricker out of Lisbon. Getting back underway on 6, DeWitt and Schwab.
Schwab just doing a hammer
Back
job
to
on
that
top.
claw ride. Oh, man, that's close to near fall, isn't it?
It has to. It's getting there. With DeWitt, though, I thought he was going to possibly sit his hips out. Schwab doing a
Nothing doing back to his base. There's Schwab, kind of flattens him out. 1 minute left. 1-0 lead for Hendrik Schwab. Just under a minute.
He's just a backpack on top.
Yeah, he's got him flattened out, looking for an armbar. Down on 4, Jackson Page picks up the victory. The 12 seed out of Alta Aurelia makes the semifinals. He's into the top 6. Nice win out of Jackson Page.
Over here, 30 seconds left here in the second. Belinsky in on the shot. He's going to get the takedown there. He's going ahead 7-1.
Schwab still riding hard over here on 6, leading 1-0. We got 27 seconds left. He flattens DeWitt out. Looking for an armbar on the right side here. I'm not even sure you look for a turn as much as you just keep them flat, keep that pressure forward. Got a 1-0 lead, 14 seconds now. Schwab putting on quite a ride. He's going to get called for stalling. They're going to stop it. Oh, a huge break for DeWitt. 11 seconds left, gives him a restart.
He's going to have to just beat the whistle.
I know,
here.
but that's a
This
huge
is a hard-
break. He was flat in his belly. Up to his feet. Schwab trying to trip down, gets him back to his knees. DeWitt comes back up, tries to roll. Oh, gosh. 2-1. Oh,
close.
man, that's close.
Man, me,
I
10
think
more
these
seconds.
I think these two officials are going to meet. I don't think there's anything there. I think Schwab holds on, but
Yeah.
that was close.
Man.
Atlee DeWitt tries the roll last second.
That would've
Again,
been-
he got a stall call with 11 seconds left, gave him a chance for a restart. Big sigh of relief out of Allison Schwab down there. Hendricks holds on for a 1-0 win with the ride out in the third.
Man, if he would have had about 10 more seconds, you
Yeah.
never know what would have happened.
Yeah,
there.
he was getting close.
Down on 4 here.
yeah.
Austin Etzel taking on Lucas Oldenkamp of Lake Mills. The 2 versus 7.
Yeah, that's a lot of Wilton.
Now wrestling on mat number 6, quarterfinal 113.
Brazy out of Nashville Plainfield now up 6-1 over Stricker on mat 5. And coming out now on mat 6 at 113 pounds, quarterfinal. You have Jensen Dyer out of Martinsdale St. Mary's taking on Jack Border out of Hinton.
Belinsky now up 10-1. Kind of piling it on.
Yeah, Belinsky the one, now looking for some near fall.
However, he was kind of hanging that shoulder. But
Yeah.
that's one of those things you're sitting there like, oh, I need to adjust that real quick.
Right. Over on mat 3, Austin Etzel of Wilton with the early takedown. 3-0 lead over Lucas Oldenkamp out of Lake Mills. Brazy still leads 6-1 over Stricker and scoreless on mat 6. Jensen Dyer, Martinsdale St. Mary's, Jack Border out of Hinton. We're about a minute into that match.
Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 113, Consolations.
Belinsky now up 14-1, looking for a roll through tilt. He is putting himself in a little bit of danger there. Did he get a count? No count. So it's going to end that way. Caden Belinsky, Don Bosco picks up a major decision. 14-1 to advance to the semifinals at 106 pounds in Class 1A.
Hey, guys, I just want to get a quick, how's you guys' streams going right now? I just want to do a stream update. Someone just out there just said that the stream wasn't working that well. I just want to make sure that, is everything sounding good? If it is, let us know. If it's not, then we're going to try our best to possibly fix that. So just let me know how that's going for you guys.
On mat 3 now at 106, we're going to have a good one. Ian Mays, freshman out of Waco Wayland, taking on Crosby Yoder, the 2 seed out of Logan Magnolia.
Mays impressed me yesterday. Had himself a really good match against
Hines, right?
Yeah, Cooper Hines. That was one of the matches to watch yesterday.
Yep. Mays, the freshman, comes in 35-3. Crosby Yoder 49-1. He's the 2 seed. Yoder a sophomore, Mays just a freshman. I think Mays kind of put himself on the map earlier this year when he knocked off Ethan Humphrey early in the year. We just saw Humphrey make the semifinals.
Consolation round matchup at 113.
Got a fall working down here on 2. Landon Bell.
There it is. On mat 6, we are scoreless after the first period. Jensen Dyer, Martinsdale St. Mary's. Jack Border out of Hinton. Looks like Jensen Dyer is going to go down to start the second. Austin Etzel of Wilton still leading 3-0 at 113 over Lucas Oldenkamp out of Lake Mills. Still scoreless between Mays and Yoder, about a minute into that match. And Nick Brazy out of National Plainfield leads 7-4 in the third over Cale Stricker out of Lisbon.
Hogan, Central Springs. Basek of Underwood. Hogan, Central Springs. Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 106.
So we got all the have that second wrestle background. So all these guys already wrestled once tonight on that outside. Got to win here again to stay alive. Still not a place winner, but you still got a chance if you win this next match. Looks like Mays in on a leg over there. He's already leading 3-1. I missed his first takedown, but Mays back on a leg. Yoder kind of trying to roll through, but Mays just does a great job staying in position. So he's going to pick up another takedown. That's late in the first. 3-2-1. So Ian Mays, the freshman out of Waco Wayland, has been super impressive here this week. He's got a 6-1 lead after the first period over the 2 seed Crosby Yoder out of Logan Magnolia.
Over here on 2, looks like we got a cradle locked up.
That's one of those consolation bouts. That's Avery Vasek out of Underwood. Down here on 4, Austin Etzel out of Wilton. Got a 6-0 lead over the 2 seed Oldenkamp out of Lake Mills. So our 2 seeds are in a little bit of trouble over here. Oh, how about this one over on 5? Haven't been paying attention. The 9 seed Cale Stricker comes back, takes a 10-7 lead over the number 1 Brazy out of Nashville Plainfield. Only 23 seconds left. That winner there is Hendricks Schwab's opponent in the semis. Brazy seemed to be in control of that match, but I'm assuming Stricker must have hit some sort of big move or something. He now leads 10-7, 18 seconds left. He's got Brazy flat on the mat. Crosby Yoder picked up some points, but there's Mays with the reversal. So Mays still leading 8-5, about a minute into the second period. Lucas Oldenkamp on 4 gets a takedown, but still trails Etzel 6-3 with 1 minute left in the match. There's the final. Cale Stricker, Lisbon, gets the comeback.
It says the stream's down.
I think we lost the stream. Great. I don't know if we can stop it.
Let us know. Let us know if by chance you guys can hear us again. We are going to try our best to get our IT up here, get this working here.
Anything going?
Nope. People are saying, yep.
Now wrestling on mat number 5, quarterfinal at 120.
If you can hear us out there,
Chat.
Waco,
I
Wayland,
type in
Cooper Heights, Jessup. Samo, Waco, Wayland, Heights, Jessup. Now wrestling on mat number 5.
oh, we're back on. It sounds like according to Denny.
Oh, let's hope so. Hopefully you guys can hear us out there. Trying to keep this going. It was Cale Stricker at 113 pounds, knocking off the number 1 seed Brazy out of Nashville Plainfield. Down here on 4, that's a 6-3 victory. Austin Etzel out of Wilton heading to the semifinals at 113. He knocks off the number 2 seed Lucas Oldenkamp. Down on mat 6 now, Jensen Dyer, Martinsdale St. Mary's up 5-1 over Border out of Hinton. 37 seconds left in that match.
Big win for Etzel.
Big win out of Etzel. Big win out of Stricker. Down on mat 3, Ian Mays still leads 9-6 over Yoder. Minute 45 left. We're going to get a couple new matches out here on mat 4, 120 pounds. Defending state champion Liam Adelfinger out of Wilton. He'll be taking on Jesse Burton out of Westwood Sloan. And down on mat 5, we got a first period quick takedown. Cooper Hines out of Jessup leads 3-0 over Gage Samo out of Waco Wayland.
Burton of Westwood Sloan. IAwrestle on mat number 4, quarterfinal at 120.
Down to a minute left over on 3. Mays still leads Yoder 9-6. We get a stalemate. Minute 11 left.
Denny, can you give us a quick thumbs up that you guys can hear us? We just want to make sure that our stream is back up. Okay, people are saying that they closed out and reopened, so maybe it's just something
went a little haywire, but
yeah.
So Hines leading Samo 3-1. Mays leading 9-6. Adelfinger and Burton still scoreless, and after some blood time, we're back underway. Dyer of Martinsdale leading 5-1 over Border of Hinton. There's only 19 seconds left. Looks like there's a reversal, though. Border gets a reversal, but it's 5-3 Dyer still. Mason on a shot on Yoder. 37 seconds left. I think he's just kind of trying to hold on to that leg. Waste a little time.
I tell you, that freshman is something.
Yeah, Adelfinger of Wilton gets a takedown. 40 seconds left here in the first. He leads 3-0 over Burton of Westwood Sloan.
People are saying it's back, so all right.
Yeah. So we have 25 seconds left. Mays still leading 9-6 over Yoder. He's still shooting. This kid just doesn't know how to stop. He's got a motor on him. Oh, now though, Yoder in on a single leg.
13 seconds
trying to come around.
Here.
Mays got a whizzer in. Got a shin whizzer. 8 seconds.
Potentially dangerous.
Oh, wow. We're going to go back to our feet, back to the center. 6 seconds left. Yoder's got to get a takedown, trailing by 3. Mays wisely just kind of backs up, but Yoder dives in, gets an ankle. Oh, they're in a little bit of a scramble, but time's going to run out. The freshman, Ian Mays.
He's pumped up there.
He's cruising, man. Knocks off a very good Cooper Hines last night. Now he goes and knocks off the number 2 Crosby Yoder out of Logan Magnolia.
Gets himself a date for Friday afternoon in the semifinals. The freshman. Over on 8 here, just got requested from Janin. Max Millage out of Earlham and Tyler Strode.
Scoreless in the first period over there. Yeah. Over on mat 5, Cooper Hines, 3-1 lead over Gage Samo. Over
at 120 pounds.
Mat 6 now, we have 120 pounds. We have the 3 seed Brock Shaha and the freshman Owen Henriksen out of Alburnett. Henriksen leading 3-1 in the first. Liam Adelfinger leading 6-0, still on 4.
Over on 3,
yep.
Hayden Schwab, first 15 seconds takedown.
Yep, so Schwab leads Sadler out of Lisbon, 3-1 now. They haven't given Sadler one yet, I guess. He's still in the front headlock. So 3-0 for Hayden Schwab.
So
oh yeah, my sister said, I can hear you guys. Lost it for a minute, but it's back. Thanks for listening, Lindy.
Lindy rules.
We like to have a little fun in the Underbaki family.
I learned that. Took me a second, but
figuring it out.
We figured it out. Team needed it. Over here on 4, it looks like Adelfinger cruising 6-0.
Yep, late in the second period. Late in the second on 5, Cooper Hines still with the 3-1 lead over Gage Samo. Hayden Schwab up now 6-1.
Ooh, that was a crisp shot.
Yeah, back in a shot. 9-1 now. 9-2, excuse me. They're a little behind on the scoreboard, but 9-2 with 1 minute in.
I don't think you can really blame
Mat 3. Hard to keep up.
Yeah. It's like Drayshawn this morning.
Owen Henriksen out of Alburnett up 3-1 on Shaha. Just starting the second period on mat 6. Henriksen's going to start on bottom.
Over here on 2, it looks like at 120 pounds, Joe Hackett and Jace Jones are going. Down on 8, Max Millage is still up 3-0 against Tyler Strode at 120 pounds. With
Adelfinger.
2 seconds left. Adelfinger looking for a fall here.
Up 10-0. He's going to get 4 more, so it's 14-0. Still a minute and a half left over there.
Catches a good bar here.
You're going to try to go half other side?
I think you're going to have to.
Yeah, not a very good hold. He lets go of it. Now he's going cross face. They're going to call stalling on Burton. Must just be his warning. Schwab leading 12-3, 8 seconds left here in the first. Hines now leading 4-2, minute 15 left in that match. And looks like Shaha still riding Henriksen over here. 45 seconds left in the second. Henriksen leading 3-1. Shaha putting on a heck of a ride though.
Ooh,
Hines
gets a headlock. No back points though. He gives himself a nice little takedown there.
3 takedown though, so 7-2 lead. Under a minute left in that match. Hines leads Samo. Look down, and what do you know? Hendrik Schwab in on a leg. There's another takedown.
Grass is green. Sky is blue.
15-4. And there's a tech fall for defending state champion Liam Adelfinger. Wilton, he wins 16-0. Punches his ticket to the semifinals at 120.
Oh, man, all roads are going to lead to that Saturday night. I'm
Let's
excited.
hope so.
Schwab again. I mean, just a crazy man pace right now.
So Shaha rides Henriksen out the entire second period. Henriksen does lead 3-1, but Shaha's choice, he's going to start on bottom here in the third. Going to bring out another Wilton wrestler. That's 3 in a row on mat 4. Here comes the state runner-up, Mason Shirk out of Wilton. He's taking on the dynamite freshman, Riley Watts out of Lawton Bronson. I believe Watts still undefeated on the year. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he's 51-0 as a freshman.
What was it? 51-0?
Yeah, Riley Watts out of Lawton Bronson taking on Mason Shirk. Shirk was a state runner-up. He is definitely fighting an injury here. We'll see just how healthy he is. Looked pretty good yesterday. Hendrik Schwab picks up the tech fall, 21-6, not even a minute into the second period. And that brings out everybody's favorite neighbor, Rowdy neighbor. Alburnett taking on Davis Brahman out of Riverside, Oakland. And we're just going final. There it is. Cooper Hines out of Jessup wins 7-3 over Gage Samo out of Waco Wayland. So I believe we will see Hines and Adelfinger in the semis. Hines is a 4 seed. Shaha, I believe, is the 3 then. That's at 120. So
yeah,
either Henriksen or Shaha will be facing Schwab. We'll have Hines and Adelfinger. Henriksen still holding on, 3-2, 40 seconds left. He is in on a leg.
Here on 5, though, we got Gavin Landers.
Trying to shelf that, come across. He's got the far ankle. If he can dump him down, there it is. Owen Henriksen, the freshman, leading 6-2 over the number 3 seed Shaha of Mount Air. Only 23 seconds left. He's got Shaha all flattened out. Up now on 5, we've got Gavin Landers, Denver, Blake Irvin out of Don Bosco just underway.
You can tell, ooh,
Landers.
Say these two have probably have had a couple scrap sessions in their day. They probably know each other pretty well. But just we say that Landers just does Landers things.
3-0 lead. So we get a reset. Only 4 seconds left for Shaha, trailing by 4. Henriksen reaches down, grabs the ankle, and he's going to ride him out. Freshman Owen Henriksen, Alburnett into the semifinals. He's got a date with Mr. Hayden Schwab.
That's totally fine, man. You're a freshman making the semifinals here, man. Get fired up, especially not to mention, too, that's helping Alburnett big time.
Oh, immensely. Henriksen was actually our #1 incoming freshman before the season started in our IAwrestle Fab 50.
Now wrestling on mat number 6.
So right now, Don Bosco is currently leading El Burnett in the team race 76-53.
Dawson Jacobson, Central Springs.
Still scoreless as we head to the second period. Riley Watts, Lawton Bronson, Mason Shirk out of Wilton. 0-0, start of the second. Rowdy Neighbor gets a first period takedown. He's got a 3-0 lead over Davis Brahman out of Riverside, Oakland. Gavin Landers gets a couple near fall to lead 5-0 over Blake Irvine out of Don Bosco. We got a little blood time there. And now up on mat 6, Dawson Jacobson out of Central Springs with a really quick takedown. 3-0 lead over the number 3 seed, Ryan Bonson out of West Lyon.
Over here on 1, looks like we got a nice little half here. I don't know, just caught my eye here.
Yeah, Boston Mateer out of I-35. Kind of putting it on Sawyer Crawl a little bit.
Down on 8, Max Millage of Earlham. He's up 5-0 on Tyler Strode with 30 seconds left. Millage, the 6th seed coming in here, took an upset yesterday.
Working his way through the backside now.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Mason Shirk putting on a good ride against Watts. Still 0-0. Just about a minute into the second period. They're going to go out of bounds. Minute 7 left. 0-0. They're looking to see it. Looks like Watts has got a little bit of blood, so we're going to have just a little bit of break in the action. Rowdy Neighbor with another takedown. He now leads 6-1 over Brahman. Landers still up 5-0 as we head to the second period. He's going to start, his choice is going to start on bottom. And over on 6, Dawson Jacobson riding Bonson really hard. Jacobson leading 3-0. 20 seconds left there in the first period. Landers hits a Granby over there on Irvine. So there's 2 reversals, 7. Getting some near fall. Not going to get a fall from here, but he's going to get a 4 count. That's 11-0 now. Oh, no, they only gave him 3. Interesting.
Down on 4.
3, so 10-0 Gavin Landers.
Down on 4, still scoreless between Mason Shirk and Riley Watts. Currently 0-0 with a minute left here in the second period. Shirk doing a really good job. Shirk, the son of former NCAA All-American Ben Shirk.
Yep. His grandfather, Steve Shirk, was the coach at Wilton back in the day when Ben was coming through. Now Ben helping out the Wilton program as his kids come through. His older son was a runner-up a few years ago. Now he's got Mason was a runner-up last year. Rowdy Neighbor pouring it on now on 3.
Oh, yeah. Rowdy likes to party.
12-1 over Brahman. Not even a minute into the second period. More blood time for Landers down there, but he leads 12-0. Dawson Jacobson picks up a reversal. He's a 5-0 now on the 3 seed Bonson.
When you think about the name Rowdy Neighbor, you know, we think it's pretty awesome, but in about 10 years or so, we're going to have 2 kids named Riot and Rowdy coming through the wrestling circuit.
Mr. Dylan Cruz got a couple of young bucks that are going to be, I'm sure, some names to be reckoned with in the coming years.
I was like, when he told me both their names, I'm like, you were just literally picking just to have awesome names at the state tournament, were you? Dylan, of course, gives you that smirk, like, come on.
Got a chance to catch up with Dylan and Tyler Carew and Adam Fellers in between sessions there real quick. Always entertaining conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Were they in the arena or down?
Yeah, we were in the arena here.
Did you manage to get some lunch? I forgot to ask you.
I did. I got a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, man. Not all bad.
Oh, I forgot about Chick-fil-A in here.
Landers working on some near fall, maybe. He's quite got it. He is leading 12-0 in the second. Watts does get the escape late in the period against Shirk, so Watts leads 1-0, but here comes Shirk for a takedown.
Ooh,
How are they not giving that?
Nothing. It's got to be there.
Oh, my goodness. There it is. That could have been called 10 seconds earlier, but Mason Shirk does get the takedown. So right at the end of the period, so Shirk's going to lead 3-1 as we head to the third. Watt's a little frustrated with himself here. Shirk's choice, he's going to go bottom. Again, Watts, undefeated freshman.
Wow, that's impressive.
51-0, but he's taking on the very experienced Mason Shirk, junior out of Wilton. no stranger to these situations. Gavin Landers picked up a tech fall over there on mat 5. Now it's going to bring up number 1, Jaden Rinken, National Plainfield, taking on Kanan Delargadel out of Don Bosco. Over on 6, Dawson Jacobson is just putting on a ride. That's 2 periods. He's basically ridden out Bonson. He leads 5-0 going to the 3rd. And it's his choice. He's going to just go neutral. I'm not so sure. I just went to win top. The way you've ridden it for 2 periods. Shirk up and out for an escape over here on 4. He now leads 4-1 over Watts. Neighbor still leading 12-1 there in the 3rd period over Brahman out of Riverside, Oakland. Rinken and Delargadel just underway.
Over on 1 here, man. Or over on 5, I just looked over. Delargadel and Rinken. Tell you what, man, Rinken is him.
Yeah, Rinken's tough, man. Delargadel's wrestling really well right now, but he's running into a little bit of a buzzsaw maybe here. We'll see if he's got an answer for him.
That pace is high, too, out of both those guys.
Got a stalemate down here on 4. Shirk still leading Watts 4-1. 57 seconds left in that match. Down on 6, it is still 5-0 for Dawson Jacobson. We're neutral, minute 10 left. There's Shirkin on another nice shot, gets all the way behind, but slips off, but he's going to keep on it. Relentless pursuit out of Shirk, and there's a takedown.
That is a pace right there, man.
Great job transitioning from one to the next. He kind of slipped off his first shot, immediately right back in on another one.
I don't know if you can say one to the next. I think it was one to the next to the next to the next.
So Shirk with a 7-1 lead now with only 25 seconds left. Looking to give Watts his first loss of the year. Still 12-1 for Rowdy Neighbor. Davis Brahman put on a really good ride here in the 3rd, but again, you're down 11. All Neighbor has to do is not get turned. So that one's going to go final. Rowdy Neighbor picks up a major decision and a bonus point for Alburnett. He's going to move on to the semifinals again. Still scoreless between Rinken and Delargadel down there on 5. And only 20 seconds left here. Dawson Jacobson still leading 5-0 over Ryan Bonson. So Shirk wins 7-2.
Man.
Now up on 3, we're going to have Matthew Mintle out of Linville Sully taking on the 2 seed Drew Anderson out of Riverside, Oakland.
Here's the thing, too. You think about this for Riley Watts. You know, he's 51-0 as a freshman. Just takes a loss in the quarters. He's going to have to lock in tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you got to battle back. You're in the blood round now.
Yeah, if he gets beat tomorrow, that 51-0 51-1 is going to be real hard to look at when you come home empty-handed.
Yeah.
That's what happens sometimes in this, you take that loss in the quarterfinals, you kind of have to bounce back.
The nice thing is you don't have to wrestle till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gives you a little more time. But
in the past, it used to be 45 minutes later, you had to bounce back from one of the most heartbreaking matches you can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Bonson picks up a late takedown, but it doesn't matter. Dawson Jacobson's going to win 5-2. Central Springs got themselves a semifinalist. We're still scoreless in the 2nd period. Rinken and Delargadel. Delargadel hanging with them here, but we got some new matches. Mintle and Anderson still scoreless, 40 seconds in. Just underway on mat 4. Aiden Groom, North Mahaska, taking on Braden Sheffers out of I-35. And on mat 6, Brock Morris out of Cascade, just about to get underway against Easton Somberg out of Osage.
Front head here from Morris.
There's a takedown for Braden Sheffers of I-35. He's got a 3-0 lead over Groom. That's a 4-5 matchup down there. Down on 3, Drew Anderson, 2 seed, picks up a takedown. He leads 3-0 over Matthew Mintle. Sheffers with 4 near fall now. So Sheffers breaks this one open in the 1st. He's leading 7-0 over Groom out of North Mahaska.
Morris in a crossbody ankle. He's driving across. He's going to get it, but he also
He's
has
looking half.
a big half here.
He's buried.
He's throttling.
He's got that half buried.
That thing's deep.
It's a lot of time. Minute 15.
With the fall.
There's the fall.
That's a big old pin
46-second fall. Brock Morris into the semifinals for Cascade.
there. Makes it his third trip to the finals in 3 attempts, or semifinals in 3 attempts.
Anderson still leading Mental 3-1. Sheffer still leads 7-0 over Groom. Now up and still scoreless. Number 1, Jaden Rinkin. Kanan Delgardella out of Don Bosco still scoreless in the second.
But looks like Rinkin's trying to get that turn.
He's trying. Delgardel's fighting hard there. Now coming out on mat 6 in our next quarterfinal, we're going to have Preston Klosterman out of Alburnett taking on Gavin Wigg out of Woodbury Central at 138 pounds.
Preston Klosterman, Alburnett. Wigg of Woodbury Central, Klosterman of Alburnett. Now wrestling on mat number 6, quarterfinal at 138.
So we're going to go to the second period between Sheffers and Groom. Sheffers leading 7-0.
So now here on 6, we got Preston Kolschman. He's up 3-0 right now in the first 20 seconds. He jumped out right away. I tell you what, man, halfway through this quarterfinal, you can tell Coach Rush definitely got those boys together last night and said, hey, we got to get our heads out of our you-know-wheres and start wrestling like the way we're capable of. Because, I mean, Alburnett here has kind of been wrestling. It's pretty solid here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only loss they've got there is 113 to DeWitt, but he only lost 1-0 to Schwab and just about pulled it off there right at the last second.
Over on 3, Drew Anderson gets himself a trip into the semifinals, the 2 seed out of Riverside, Oakland.
Picks up the fall. Rinkin now up, going to be 7-0. He got some near fall. Now in the third, he gets a takedown. So Rinkin does bust that one open. Leads Delgardelle 7-0. Klosterman up 6-1 on Wigg, and Sheffers. Great effort out of Sheffers. He leads 9-0 in the second over Aiden Groom, North Mahaska. And that's the 4-5 matchup. Now up on 3 at 138, we got Dustin Van Ort, West Sioux taking on Gage Burden out of New London.
New London. Tell you what, Preston Kolsterman, he's kind of been impressing me here today. Looks like he's trying to get a fall here too.
We got another Klosterman coming up here in a little bit for Alburnett. Reese.
Ooh, resetting here. He's got a half in too. Pin City here on 6.
So Klosterman picks up the fall over Gavin Wigg out of Woodbury Central to move on to the semifinals. Sheffers out of I-35 still leading 9-0 over Aiden Groom of North Mahaska. Van Ort and Burden scoreless 30 seconds in. And about 20 seconds left for your number 1 Jaden Rinkin. He's leading 7-0 over Dale Gardell. And just as I say that, gets a tilt. He's got another, looks like 4 count.
He has kind of busted that match wide open.
Yeah, it's still holding that move, but it's going to be 11-0. Only 7 seconds left. He's just kind of punishing him on top right here. The last second, so 4 near fall. Jaden Rinkin moves on, 11-0 major decision. Oh, they did not give the fall to Klosterman.
Oh,
they
wow.
stopped it for blood, I think. Oh, maybe time ran out in the first.
Okay.
But 10-1 lead for Klosterman over Wigg.
Down on 5 here, Gabe Brisker taking on Aiden Tim of Belle Plaine.
Another Wilton wrestler, another very familiar name for Wilton and Brisker.
Oh, just ran out of bounds here.
Aiden Groom trailing 9-0 just about put Sheffers on his back, but go out of bounds. Sheffers still leads 9-0. Now he dives in on an ankle. Just when you think Groom's got a little momentum going, he lets Sheffers dive in and get it. Now Klosterman, there's the fall.
There it is.
Got a cradle. It was going to be a tech, but instead he picks up the fall, so an extra half a team point.
Solid win there for Kolsterman. Bonus points on top of it, too.
Yeah, Preston Klosterman looked great there.
Over on 8 here, we got Bryce Carroll out of Cascade taking on Landon Price of Gretna Terrell.
Still scoreless. Brisker and Tim over on mat 5. Over on mat 3, Dustin Van Ort, West Sioux with a 3-0 lead over Gage Burden out of New London. Sheffers did pick up another takedown on 4. He leads 12-0. About 50 seconds left there in the third. Now up on mat 6, we got Dylan Stein out of Lenox taking on Ryan Groom out of North Mahaska in another quarterfinal bout. And about 106 new text messages from the IAwrestle group.
Yeah,
hard to keep up.
I'm gonna need to get my watch charger back from Randy since you already they're burning out my battery on my watch. Seeing that right now as well. So over here on 3, Dustin Van Ort, he's up 3-0.
Yeah, Burden just got a takedown right as you say that. So now it's 3-3. Burden's going to cut him loose. 1 minute left in the second. So 4-3 for Van Ort now. We got 18 seconds left on 4. Sheffers, I-35, still leading Groom, 12-1. He's going to take something miraculous out of aiding Groom here. He's up to his feet. He's going to try a headlock.
Number 7 at 138.
But Sheffer sees it coming, just buries his hips down to the mat. Nothing doing there. He's still trying. I mean, you can't blame him. Groom's got to try something, but not happening. That's going to do it. That's the match. Braden Sheffers, I-35, with an impressive 12-1 win in the quarterfinals over Aiden Groom, North Mahaska.
That was impressive.
Van Ort just busted his match back open. It was 3-3. Burden let him go. Van Ort gets another takedown, so it's 7-3 now. Brisker gets the first takedown over on 5. Now just into the second period, Brisker leads 3-0. There's an escape for Tim, so 3-1. And still scoreless late in the first period on mat 6. Dylan Stein of Lenox and Ryan Groom out of North Mahaska.
Down here coming up on 4, we got Dawson Youngblood taking on Colin Walford of Wapello. For those who don't know Dawson Youngblood, you're about to find out.
Where are we coming out? Right in front of us on 4. Youngblood immediately on a shot. Walford saw it coming, though. Down blocks.
A lot of good down blocks here.
Now Youngblood pulls him down into a front headlock. Van Ort putting on a good ride over on 3, leading 7-3. Brisker got another takedown on 5. He now leads Tim 6-1. Wilton looking for their 4th semifinalist already here at 138. They're going to keep their name in this mix up near the top.
Over here, down on 6, still scoreless here in the second period. Brisker doing a real tough job on top. He's looking for a turn here. Ain't quite getting it yet, but meanwhile, down on 4, Youngblood just got a cradle and it looks tight as all.
7-0. He's got both legs behind that back leg. He's just going to rip Wofford over.
Picking in a...
and then he just lets it go.
Yeah, didn't quite feel right, so let's just go again.
So 11-0 here in the first, excuse me. 11-0, 40 seconds left in the first. Over on 6, we are still scoreless in the second period. Dylan Stein, Lenox, Ryan Groom out of North Mahaska. There's Van Orden again, another takedown.
Another takedown here for the 12 seed.
Yeah, he's kind of, 5 seed Destin Van Ort leading the 12 seed.
Yeah, sorry.
So he's kind of busted that one open, 11-3 in the third period.
But wasn't he was ranked 12th in your guys' last set of rankings, right?
I believe you're right. Van Ort's 138? We'll just take a look. Let me pull over to the 1A sheet here. You are correct. Dustin Van Ort came in ranked 12th.
Dawson Youngblood finishes off a first period tech fall.
Not bad.
15-0. 2 seconds left. I mean, could have probably did it a little quicker, but I mean.
We did have Gage Burden ranked 8th. He came in as the 12th seed there, so.
Now up on mat number 4, quarterfinal at 144. Steve Brandenburg, Blake Mills, Caden Lang, Jessup. Brandenburg of Blake Mills, Lang of Jessup. Now wrestling on mat number 4, quarterfinals at 144.
So now underway on mat 4 after the tech fall from Youngblood. Now we got Steve Brandenburg from Lake Mills going to be taking on Caden Lang out of Jessup. They're just getting underway over there on 4. Van Ort still leads 11-4 on 3. Only about 45 seconds left in that match. Over on 5, it's Gabe Brisker out of Wilton leading 8-4 with 45 seconds left.
Brisker has looked really good, man.
Yeah, down on 6, we got Ryan Groom, North Mahaska with a 1-0 lead over Dylan Stein with only 4 seconds left in the second period. I believe Stein will have his choice in the third. Yeah, Brisker had Wilton's looking really good this round. They've had a good day so far.
Chance Christensen, Riceville.
Brisker was in on another one, but they're going to go out of bounds. So still leading 8-4 with 21 seconds left. Van Ort now up 14-4, only 10 seconds to go. He's got Burden just completely flattened out. So, Sue
trying to go for a headlock.
Tim tries to headlock Brisker, but
that's on a prayer.
He's got it! Oh my God, he sticks with it. There's not much time though. I don't know how many back points he can get here. Oh, but he doesn't need. He only needs 2. Oh goodness, he just pulled it off. Aiden Tim, he gets a headlock in the final 10 seconds. 3 and 2 near fall. Aiden Tim just knocked off number 3 Brisker 9-8. Brisker looked like he was cruising, and he just kind of, and it wasn't even like a vicious headlock for the feet. He just kept pulling and pulling and pulling him over the top.
I literally said, it does not look that tight, but oh well, you gotta go for something.
Wow.
And he found it. Holy smokes.
Wow. Belle Plain with a semifinalist.
That is freaking wrestling right there. It's finest.
What a heartbreaker for Brisker.
It is. Man, we were impressed with Brisker all day. Down here on 5, though, let's get a fresh match out here. We got Blake Fox taking on Braxton Borman of Central Community. Blake Fox, I mean, doing what Blake Fox does.
Looking for his potentially 3rd state title.
We don't talk about it.
Van Ort did win over on 3. That brings out Lucas Bose out of Underwood taking on Caleb Sweden, or Swedeen, I believe it is, out of Gradinger Terrell. On mat 4, Caden Lang of Jessup, the 11 seed, takes a 3-2 lead in the second period over Steve Brandenburg out of Lake Mills. And over on mat 6, we are all knotted 1-1. Dylan Stein, Lennox, Ryan Groom, North Mahaska, 1-1 still. 39 seconds up. There's the takedown, though. Dylan Stein out of Lennox takes a 4-1 lead, only 30 seconds left. Oh. I think we just called a full Nelson. You don't see that every day in the quarterfinals.
Nope.
So that's a point for Groom, but he is still down 4-2. 30 seconds left as they reset. Stein gets a leg in. Groom up to a tripod, trying to shake him down. He's getting pretty high. Oh, there he gets it. He gets a double boots.
Oh, man, now Fox has that cradle. Man, my blood spiked right now from that Brisker match.
There's a fall for Blake Fox out of Osage. Back into the semifinals. Steve Brandenburg in on a leg against Lang, real close to the edge. They're tied 3-3 in the second. Now Brandenburg comes up for a cradle. Dumps him to his hip. That's got to be 3. Yep, now near fall.
Over on 4, or over on 6.
What did they just call here?
Dylan Stein over Ryan Groom. 4-2.
What did they just call on 4?
What'd I miss?
Brandenburg just put him in a cradle, took him over on the edge of the mat. They were counting back points. The assistant official comes in, waves it off. No near fall, no takedown.
That is
still 3-3.
That is some tomfoolery right there.
It sure looked to me like he still had a foot in that whole time, but I don't know. So 3-3. Just when it looked like a 7-point move. Wow. So over on mat 3, Bose of Underwood now leading 4-3 over Swedin, heading into the second period. Brandenburg leg tied 3-3. Now up on mat 5, we got Tiernan Boots out of Lisbon taking on Jackson Knetz out of Hinton, just underway, 4 seconds in. And about 10 seconds in on mat 6, we got Corbin Rice out of Logan Magnolia taking on Dawson Byer out of Sibley Cheaton. Corbin already with a quick takedown there. 3-0 lead. Brandenburg gets that takedown now over on mat 4, so he leads 6-3 after 2. Rice already out to a 10-2 lead now, 42 seconds into the first period. Corbin Rice taking on Dawson Byer out of Sibley Cheaton. Readjusting his knee brace here a little bit. There's an escape for Caleb Swedin. Bose Underwood tied 4-4 in the second period over on mat 3.
We forgot yesterday to look up how many total wins that Rice family has.
Oh man, right?
Like I said, I think it's got to be getting close to like 500 or plus.
Oh yeah, I bet it's all of 500. Corbin now looking for more near fall.
Wow,
13-2. Still a minute left. Oh,
like
Tiernan Boots.
Just gets a little whip over there.
So 3-0. He's got some back points coming. Still holding. I'm not real sure why. Knetz is back on his base. There's the 4. So 7-0 lead for Tiernan Boots out of Lisbon. 20 seconds left in the first period. Caden Lane got an escape in the third. Still trails Steve Brandenburg of Lake Mills 6-4. Minute 19 left.
Now wrestling on mat number 6.
Coming out on mat 6 now in the quarters. We got second seed, number 2 ranked Teague Smith, Britt West Hancock taking on Taven Moore out of Riverside, Oakland.
Oh, wow, we got some rolling over here on 3.
Swedin, he likes to roll around, get a little bit of funk. He just pulled out a takedown, so he now leads Bose of Underwood 7-4 late in the second period. There's the first whistle. Smith and Moore underway on 6.
Tell you what, this match on 4 is really just a good one right now.
Now wrestling on mat number
It's like
8,
Tiernan Boots on bottom here for
Sam
Lisbon.
Raymond, St.
But
Albert,
he's still up
Kansas Point,
7-0.
Iowa Valley Marengo. Raymond, St. Albert,
Oh, wow, he
Point,
gets
Iowa
the
Valley
escape,
Marengo.
gets an underhook. He gets right back into it. Nice high crotch, but drops to the corner. Man, the way that he popped through that and got to that leg right away, he should have been able to switch off to a double and run that through. But Knetz just saw it and sat right to his hip.
Yeah. Got some injury time over on 3 now for Caleb Swedin. He's in a 7-7 match with Lucas Bose out of Underwood in the third.
We got a headlock here
over on 1. That's
Branch.
Cash Hatfield out of West Branch, trailing 4-0. But big headlock out of Hatfield. That looks pretty tight.
That is tight.
There
Big
it
pin.
is. Trailing 4-0. Cash Hatfield of West Branch gets the fall. Lives another day. He's going to be in the blood round tomorrow.
Oh, man. Love watching these coaches get fired up, too. Like, really, like, all the emotion just goes out.
Mr. Slocum over there in the corner. Jake Slocum, head coach at West Branch. Mat 4, that goes final. Steve Brandenburg out of Lake Mills punches his ticket to the semis. 6-4 win over Caden Lang of Jessup.
Coming up here on mat 4, we got Bowden White out of Denver. He's taking on Jake Highland of Bellevue.
Just got a fall on 6. Teague Smith, Britt West Hancock picks up the first period fall over Taven Moore of Riverside, Oakland. Boots pouring it on over Knetz over there. It's 11-0 now in the second.
Would you say he's putting the boots to him?
Something like that. Bose gets a takedown over on 3, so he now leads 10-8 over Swedin. Minute 20 left in the third. On 4 now, Bowden White, Denver. Jake Highland out of Bellevue. 10 seconds in, 0-0. Now coming out on mat 6, going to be your 4-5. Kyle Kaboshik out of South Winneshiek taking on Quinn Mageo out of MFL Marmac. I believe that's 165 now.
150 pounds. William Lawson, Pocahontas area. Keaton Gates, West Branch. Lawson, Pocahontas area. Gates, West Branch.
Still scoreless here on 4. Bowden White, I mean, just from this view up here, you can tell that kid loves the weight room.
Bowden White, another one of those names that's been around a long time, been very, very, very good. Just a junior.
Just a junior.
He is 53-0. Waiting on Quinn McGeo over here on 6. Here he's finally coming out. Going to be taking on Kyle Kaboshik. Boots still. Oh, what do we got there? There's some points for Canets. There's 3 for Canets. So it's now 11-3 in favor of Tiernan Boots. That's 1:30 left in the 3rd period. There's an escape for Swedin on 3rd that brings it into 10-9. Bose leads Swedin, only 17 seconds left. Swedin tries kind of an underarm spin, going to the leg. I think Bose caught him, though. Bose caught him, stopped the move, and there's 3 takedown.
Wow.
3, 2, 1. Lucas Bose, Underwood, picks up a 13-9 win over Caleb Swedin out of Grettinger Terrell. So Underwood's got themselves a semifinalist, 144 pounds. Bowden White does pick up a first period takedown here, so he's got a 3-0 lead on Jake Highland.
Highland gets the escape.
Yeah, great job of Highland.
He's trying to push the pace.
Yeah, Highland always usually gets after it. I've watched him a few times. He's definitely got a high pace, big motor. Canet's really making a comeback over there against Boots. It's 11-7 now. It was just 11-0, but only 40 seconds left.
Now wrestling match number 3, quarterfinals at 100.
Looking for a cradle now.
Bowden White, another takedown there on Highland.
North Tama, Klosterman, Albernet.
Still scoreless on 6, Kaboshik and McGeo.
Match number 3 at 150.
Now up on 3, Reese Klosterman out of Albernet. Immediately in on a leg, taking on Colt Knack out of North Tama. There's the takedown for Reese Klosterman. So a very early 3-0 lead. Somebody asked for a Vance versus Christensen update. Was that Christensen from Riceville? I did see Chance Christensen from Riceville did win over on mat 2. I'm not sure if that's the exact match you're looking for or not. I can't remember who he was wrestling. It was a pretty close match, but Christensen did win that one.
Tiernan Boots saves that match there. He wins 11-7.
Nice comeback out of Canets, but just dug too big of a hole there. Klosterman still up. Looks like 3-1 now as Knack gets an escape on mat 3. Bowden White still up 6-1. Riding Highland here in the 2nd period. Quinn McGeo did pick up a takedown there late in the 1st, so MFL Marmac, he's going to take a 3-0 lead into the 2nd period against South Winneshiek. Now coming up on mat 5, we are just about to get underway. We got Ethan Christopher out of Don Bosco taking on Chase England out of Lennox. That is at 157 pounds. Christopher comes in as the 2 seed. Again, Don Bosco pretty well out in front here in the team race. Looks like we got Jessup in 4th, Wilton 3rd, Alburnett in 2nd with 74.5. Don Bosco in 1st with 82.5. So we still got a heck of a team race going here. Alburnett is more than in this. Just as I say that, Ethan Christopher, takedown, cradle, looking for a fall. First 25 seconds of that match, Ethan Christopher, Don Bosco. And gets the fall. Ethan Christopher, 31-second fall over Chase England out of Lennox. So there's some big points for Don Bosco. Just when Alburnett was sneaking up on him. Big win for Bosco, and now they're going to have Knack coming out here soon. Yeah, now mat 6. Same mat. Kyler Knack out of Don Bosco, number 1. Defending state champ, going to be taking on Cooper Gates out of West Branch.
Quarterfinals, mat number 5, 165.
We'll go around the other three here. On mat 3, we head to period 2. Reese Klosterman, Alburnett with a 3-1 lead over Colt Kanak out of North Tama. Excuse me. On mat 4, Bowden White out of Denver with a 6-2 lead over Highland out of Bellevue. And on mat 6, we got Quinn McGeough, MFL Marmac, 6-2 lead over Kaboshik out of South Winnesheek with 10 seconds left here in the second period. Kaboshik now in on a shot. McGeough just kind of tries to hip into him, step over. They're in a scramble here right in the edge, but Kaboshik trying to come out the back. Time's running out. Nothing. He's going to run out of time. So McGeough takes a 6-2 lead into the third. Kyler Kanak, Cooper Gates just underway over there on 5. Mat 4, we got officials talking about something, but Bowden White with a 7-2 lead now over Jake Highland of Bellevue. Mat 3, we got a little blood time here. Reese Klosterman out of Alburnett leading 4-1 over Colt Knack of North Tama. Still scoreless with Kyler Knack out of Don Bosco and Cooper Gates. So Alburnett was within 8 of Don Bosco. Still a good team race, but Ethan Christopher just picked up a 31-second fall for Bosco at 57.
Man, watching.
But now Klosterman's out there for Alburnett, Knack's out there for Bosco.
Watching Bowden White just get on the legs is he just bull rushes his way in. Still 7-2 though.
Yeah,
Highland's holding his own.
absolutely. Klosterman still leads 4-1 over Colt Knack. Still scoreless on mat 5 between Kyler Knack and Cooper Gates. Gates tries a little slide by, but nothing going there. Right next to him, his brother Keaton Gates on mat 7 leads 11-2. West Branch coaches kind of looking both ways. Keaton's got his brother Kobe Simon over there in the corner. Oh, Keaton Gates steps over, whips him over to his back. 13-2. If he gets 4 near fall here, that one's going to be over. So young Keaton Gates, the sophomore from West Branch, is going to move on in the consolation bracket. Meanwhile, his brother Cooper Gates is still scoreless at the end of 1 against defending state champion Kyler Knack. So good fight out of Cooper Gates there in the first period.
10-3 here down on 4. About 45 seconds left. But it's been pretty much the Bowden White show. You know, he's just hand fighting his way to wherever position he wants.
Yeah. A lot of blood over there on 3. Been kind of a slow match, but we're still in the second period. Reese Klosterman, Alburnett, Colt Knack out of North Tama tied 4-4. We got about 10 seconds left down here on 6. Kaboshik's been on the legs a lot, but McGeough just seems to have these strong hips. He just kind of hips into him. Just kind of shakes him off the leg. And now he's got a whizzer, so McGeough holds on.
Yeah.
Quinn McGeough, MFL Marmac, the 8-5 win to move into the semifinals at 165 pounds. There comes Kyler Knack. He gets an escape to start the second. Right back in on a shot, gets the takedown. So now 4-0 lead. Kyler Knack over Cooper Gates.
Down here on 4, I mean, it was a pretty close match here for the first period and a half, but then, you know, just saw Bowden White just chip away to all of a sudden now he's up 14-3. Pretty much just off hand fighting, takedowns, and a couple stall calls. Haven't really seen a lot of top wing with him, so you can tell he just kind of bullied his way through.
Yep. He picks up a 14-3 major decision. That one goes final. Now ready to get underway on mat 6. We got Jackson Conkle out of Hinton taking on Clay Wilgenbush out of East Buchanan. And now up on mat 4, we have Hayden Helgeson out of Lake Mills getting ready to take on Boston Peters out of Westwood Sloan. Boston Peters, I believe, just a freshman out there. More blood time on 3. But Colt Knack does now lead Reese Klosterman 7-5.
Lake Mills, Boston Peters, Westwood Sloan. Helgeson, Lake Mills, Peters, Westwood Sloan.
Somebody asking about McCargill from Shenandoah. We have not seen him out here yet. He should be coming up any minute. I would assume maybe the next match out, he's probably following Klosterman and Knack, and that's been blood time. Just getting drunk on there. Cooper Gates in on a shot against Kyler Knack. That's a 4-1 match. Knack just kind of shrugs him off, pulls him up off of his legs, back to feet. 20 seconds left there in the second. Cooper Gates hanging tough, though, 4-1.
Over here on 6. Clegg Wilgen. Okay,
Clay Wilgenbush. There's 2 Wilgenbushes.
Okay,
Yep.
did not know that. Because I was like sitting there like, man, he didn't have a shoulder brace on yesterday.
No, Clay Wilgenbush at 165 in the semis leads 3-0 over Jackson Counkel out of Hinton.
Now wrestling on mat number 8.
So heading to the third period, Kyler Knack leads Cooper Gates 4-1. Gates' choice. He's going to go down.
Dawson Becker, Alburnett, Hutchison, Iowa Senior Regina, Becker, Alburnett.
Yeah, Boston Peters, the freshman at 165, is 38-0 right now in the quarterfinals down here on 4. Westwood Sloan taking on Hayden Helgeson out of Lake Mills.
Now wrestling on mat number
Man, this
7,
Colt Knack,
Consolations at
Colsman match. That's
Kyler Knack picks up the cradle, takes Gates through. I think he got too near fall, but Gates able to kick out and get away. 1 point escape, so I believe it is 6-2 now. Yep, 6-2 for Kyler Knack. Cooper Gates hanging tough here.
he is.
Colt Knack still leading 7-5 on Klosterman, down on 3, but we're just barely into the third period with all this blood time.
Wilgenbush picking up that leg was. Oh man, he stepped in and almost. Oh, he don't care.
Way to just throw that leg out and over.
Prevent a scramble. It's like nope.
A lot of kids, even in a, like sit out, they grab that leg and they just out of habit almost pull it into him.
Yeah.
Wilgenbush grabs it. He just throws it away from him right over the top of his head. Peels him right off.
He's like, not today.
Lesson to be learned there. You always push it away. You don't want to pull it in. That's exactly where the guy wants it.
And it'll hurt too if you do it. If you take it over your head like that. He ain't gonna fight there.
Boston Peters picks up a takedown over here on 4. Westwood Sloan, he leads Hayden Helgeson out of Lake Mills 3-0 late in the first.
Boston Peters, that's a solid name.
Solid wrestler.
They go hand in hand, really.
Yeah. Wilgenbush in on a leg again. There's the takedown. So Wilgenbush now leads 6-0 over Jackson Counkel out of Hinton. Just 30 seconds into the second period. Oh, Kyler Knack just buries a whip over. Oh, man. Great match out of Gates, but only 9 seconds left in the entire match. And it was 6-2.
Yeah.
So great fight out of Gates, but Kyler Knack does Kyler Knack things, picks up a late fall.
Just wants to make sure, hey, this is still, I'm still here.
Yep.
I don't know, sometimes that might be more heartbreaking. Have a close match like that and all of a sudden just getting horsed over and be like, nope, I still.
Meanwhile, Colt Knack, believe they are cousins. Colt Knack out of North Tama leads 8-5 still over Reese Klosterman out of Alburnett.
But Klosterman in on a shot, 50 seconds left. Kind of a weird position here, but if he comes up here in this waterfall position like I think he can do, he's going to sit through, possibly go. This could get dicey here in a second.
Knack's almost got a Merkel, but Klosterman doing a good job kind of fighting down, but I think, is he behind the arms? Yeah, there's the Merkel.
Okay.
Colt Knack gets the takedown.
So many Merkels today.
So many. Agreed. Boston Peters now leading 6-2, and he's got Helgeson on his back. 45 seconds. There it is. The freshman, Boston Peters, Westwood Sloan, punches his ticket to the semifinals. He's a freshman state place winner at 165 pounds.
That says something.
Still undefeated. That's a dog right there.
Oh, yeah. And he has a date with Kyler Knack, though, tomorrow.
Let's do it.
That's gonna be the real, hey, let's see what you're made of, kid. Down here on 6, Wilgenbush, East Buck just got himself a set of, did he get a set in your fall? More blood time.
More blood time, but it's 9-1 now in favor of Wilgenbush. Now underway on mat 5. We're a minute in. Justin Wirtz out of Emmitsburg, 3-0 lead over Zach Robbins out of Trainer. 1 minute in. There's an escape for Robbins, but 3-1 lead. And now we're finally going to see McCargill of Shenandoah coming out on mat 4. He's taking on Alex Tiedemann out of Northwood Kinset.
St. Mullinex, Pleasantville, Holden Cooley.
Zane
Woodbury
Molnick's
Central.
coming up here on mat 3. Been really impressed with him so far this tournament.
Yeah, just a sophomore there as well.
157. Now wrestling on mat number 2, Consolation round at
Taking on
165.
Holden Coley out of Woodbury Central.
Southwest Valley, Easton Buyer, Sibley Ochita.
Justin Wirtz just bowls through Zach Robbins, but they're getting close to the edge. See if he can finish this takedown.
Number 2, Consolation round 165.
Wilgenbush back in on the leg. Brings it up.
9-2.
Okay. We are underway now on mat 4. Alex Tiedemann, Northwood Kinsat, Jacob McCargill, Shenandoah. No score here.
The Knack boys are first cousins. Coming up here, looks like 4-1 still on mat 5. 9-2 here on 6.
Still scoreless with Tiedemann and McCargill. There is a takedown actually for Tiedemann. So the 7 seed, Alex Tiedemann with a takedown, 3-0 lead over Jacob McCargill.
We're going to be rolling. Hey, he's rolling here. However, Cargill getting right back up to his feet, but
Oh, there's
Tiedemann-
nice job, McCargill. Keep moving, getting the escape. But 3-1 lead for Tiedemann. Zane Molnick of Pleasantville with a takedown in the first. Looks like he's going to ride him out. So he'll take a 3-0 lead to the second over Holden Coley out of Woodbury Central. Mat 5, Justin Wirtz out of Emmitsburg, leading 7-1 over Zach Robbins of Trainer halfway through the second. Clay Wilgenbush still up 9-2 down here on 6 over Conkle out of Hinton. 45 seconds left in that match. Conkle's got an armbar. He's looking to take Wilgenbush over.
Oh, wow. And he's about to, he could be breaking point plane here. Oh, no, he doesn't. He decides to get strong there real quick.
Good job out of Wilgenbush. So McCargill now picks up a takedown. So McCargill in the lead now, 4-3. We are just underway in the second period. Molnick still leading 3-0 in the second. Wirtz leading Robbins 7-1. There's an escape for Wilgenbush. Only 5 seconds left. He's just kind of running around the mat now. And there's the final. Clay Wilgenbush, East Buchanan, picks up a 10-3 win over Jackson Conkle out of Hinton. So Wilgenbush will be in the semifinals at 165 pounds. Believe he waits the winner of McCargill and Tiedemann. That is tied 4-4 halfway through the second. Molnick's in on a leg again over on 3.
And
Coley kind of drops down on an ankle, but still a good position here. There's the takedown for Zane Molnick. He now leads 6-0. 40 seconds left in the second period. Justin Wirtz of Emmitsburg's opened up a 10-1 lead over Zach Robbins.
down here,
there's
on 4.
McCargill.
McCargill coming back. He's got to find that angle here real quick. He's got time.
Got Tiedemann on his back, looking near fall.
I don't think he's getting it.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have it underarm there.
Still gets himself 11. Still gets himself a set of swipes.
Yeah, ref still holding. There's the 4. So 11-4 now. Jacob McCargill trailed 3-0 early, but he's pouring it on a little bit now. McCargill leads 11-4 late in the second period.
Down on 6, we got Shaden Washburn from Alburnett. He's in on the leg. He's rolling through. He's got, gives a takedown there. It could have been dicey there. It would have been fun. 3-1 in favor of Washburn here, down on 6.
Yeah, Shaden Washburn taking on Zach Butler, Woodbury Central. So Woodbury Central got a few guys out here.
Woodbury Central, though, and back in on the legs on Washburn. No score.
McCargill got some blood time down here. Still, it's going to be going to the third, I believe. I believe they just finished the second, but McCargill leads 11-4 over Tiedemann. Zane Molnick still leading 6-0 over Holden Coley. Coley looking to try to get a turn, though. He's got a bar arm and a half on the other side, but they're going to stop it potentially dangerous. It looked like Coley had him pretty tight there, but they're going to stop it. So Zane Molnick still leads 6-0. Gets a restart. Minute 24 left in that match. We're going to go final on 5. Justin Wirtz, Emmetsburg, moves on to the semifinals at 175 pounds with a 10-1 win. That'll bring up number 2, Creighton Kelly out of Britt West Hancock, taking on Noah Henderson out of Sumner Fredericksburg, also at 175 pounds on mat 5. Washburn now up 6-1 on mat 6 over Butler of Woodbury Central.
175 pounds. Noah Henderson.
There they cut the blood, so we're about to get back underway. Tiedemann and McCargill. Just getting ready to start the third. They're neutral. McCargill leading 11-4.
Man, 11-4 here on that mat. I mean, McCargill is looks like a strong dude. Like, just hit a really nice whip over here. We're just getting run in short time, though. Minute 40 here left in the third.
Yeah, McCargill's a stud. Only a junior, 54-0. Tiedemann 44-1.
So these boys are getting after it here. And let's see over on 5. We got Creighton Kelly and Noah Henderson out of Sumner Fredericksburg up. Minute 33 into this one. Let's see, over here on 3, Zane Molnick's doing Zane Molnick stuff. 6-0, solid win.
He's getting ridden pretty hard here in the third, but again, he's up 6 points.
You can kind of give yourself that kind of leeway here as long as you're not getting turned, which stop talking, man.
There's been a couple times Coley's had that arm bar pretty tight, but he's been yet to take him over. He had an arm bar and a half here a little bit ago, and they stopped it potentially dangerous. Looks like Creighton Kelly real close to finishing a takedown over on 5. Henderson does have a whizzer in. He's able to come back up, but Kelly's still behind. That's got to be 3.
At some point. No, he still has that hand on the inside.
Just barely. There's the 3. Creighton Kelly, Britt West Hancock takes the first takedown against Noah Henderson. McCargill got a takedown. He leads 14-4 now. Just 23 seconds left in that match. He's looking for a major decision, stay unbeaten. Coley still trying to turn Molnick's, but he's going to be running out of time here. Only 5 seconds. So Zane Molnick picks up a 6-0 win. He's going to move to the 157-pound semifinals.
Tomorrow,
the sophomore
afternoon.
out of Pleasantville.
Over here on mat 1, looks like Hunter Sauer. He's up 11-2 here with a minute left in the third.
So that's bonus points for All Burnett.
Just trying to make ground up from yesterday, and I think it's kind of working. Meanwhile, you got Shaden Washburn. He's up 8-1 here in the second period. He's starting to crack the door open. We got time ran out.
Henderson and Kelly on his back.
Yep.
Goes final there. McCargill does defeat Tiedemann 14-4. So Jacob McCargill remains undefeated, moves into the semis at 165.
Over on 3, Gavin.
Henderson did pick up 6 points out of that.
Okay.
So Henderson leads number 2, Creighton Kelly, 6-3 after 1.
Now wrestling on mat number 4.
Washburn still leading 8-1 down here at 175.
Woodbury Central.
So we got 2 new matches on 3 and 4. On mat 3, Gavin Muller out of Osage taking on Kanan Decker out of Wapsie Valley. Oh, look at this. Gavin Muller got a body lock, gets the takedown. Going to be no near falls to go to bounds, but quick takedown out of a body lock for Gavin Muller of Osage. Our other new match on mat 4, we've got Jackson Verschoor out of Woodbury Central again, taking on Jaden Dickerson, this time out of Shenandoah. That is another 5-4 matchup. Verschoor, only a sophomore.
Okay.
taking on Dickerson, the senior. Shenandoah also 55-0 for Shenandoah.
I got a funny feeling. I mean, in 2 years, the quarters and the semis are going to be gnarly.
I
Shaden
know.
Washburn.
I've probably been beating a dead horse there, but this sophomore class, man, is going to be pretty special, I think.
Shaden Washburn up 11-1. He's got the major here.
There's a takedown for Dickerson, but immediately Jackson for sure hits a switch, gets the reversal. So 3-2 lead for Dickerson. We are only about 30 seconds into that match.
Now Sean Kelly looks like
Creighton
Kelly. He's trying to go straight jacket here. Now going back to that cradle. 6-4 here.
Yeah, Henderson's still leading halfway through the second. Washburn now up 11-2 over on 6. 45 seconds left in that match. Coach Studebaker giving him some instruction from the corner.
Oh! Oh, they went out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness. Right as they're on the edge, Zach Butler of Woodbury Central picks Shaden Washburn up, throws him to his back, but they say they go out of bounds right before the move.
Man, that would have...
No points, so Washburn's still up 11-2, and we're going to have some blood time.
That would have made this match so interesting.
Man, nice throw out of Butler, but...
Kudos.
Dickerson was able to get an escape here on 4, so he now leads for sure 4-2. He's in on a shot again, Dickerson is. Right in the edge, there it is. There's the takedown. So 7-2 now for Dickerson. Only 12 seconds left here in the first period. At the end of the first on mat 3, Gavin Muller of Osage gets the right out. He leads 3-0 over Kanan Decker out of Wapsie Valley. Muller's choice, he's going to start on bottom.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, you look at Shenandoah right now. They got some meat in their middle of their weights there.
Yeah, their middle to upper weights are really good. There's some big dudes.
So currently right now, Bosco is at 96.5 points. El Burnett's at 77.5 points. So let's see what the gap is that El Burnett caught up with. Oh, actually, we got to start over again.
Down there on mat 5, Creighton Kelly out of Britt West Hancock does take a 9-8 lead now into the third period over Noah Henderson out of Sumner Fredericksburg. Henderson had that big 6-point move, but Kelly hanging on 9-8 as they head to the third.
So it looks like over on 3, it's like Kanan Decker just gets the takedown here. Up or now, Mueller from Osage, he's up 4-3 with about
halfway through the second
period.
Shaden Washburn does pick up an 11-2 major decision down on 6. That'll bring out number 1 Loudon Huizenga out of Waco Wayland. He'll be taking on Gabe Anderson out of Hinton.
Let's see here.
Noah Henderson with a takedown on 5. He's leading number 2 Creighton Kelly 12-9 now. About a minute left. Looks like Kelly's coming out. There's a 1-point escape. A 12-10 still for Henderson. That's a 7 seed over the 2 right now. Kelly on a long, far away shot. Henderson trying to reshot. Oh, Kelly dives back into the leg though. He's got a single leg. Not really attempting to come up though. He's just kind of trying to cut that corner, limp arm out. Henderson kind of catches it. Oh, body lock. Creighton Kelly. He's got a takedown. He's working on some near fall here, right on the edge. So Creighton Kelly takes a 13-12 lead. He's got 4 near fall waiting. Only 33 seconds left, and there's the fall.
Wow, that was...
Man, what a match out of Noah Henderson, but Creighton Kelly gets it done, picks up a late fall in the third.
That's a good match.
Number 2 moves on.
While the anarchy was ensuing, though, I did look. El Burnett managed to pull away from third place by about 22.5 points. But they're still like 20 points away from Bosco.
Yep.
So, I mean, El Burnett, hey, they stepped up here this quarterfinal round.
Yeah, a couple of good quarterfinals still going down here. Mat 3, we got Gavin Muller, Osage, leading 5-3 over Kanan Decker, just away in the third. Also just into the third on mat 4, Jaden Dickerson of Shenandoah with a 10-9 lead over Jackson Verschure out of Woodbury Central.
Down on 6, Loudon Huizenga. He's up 5-0 right now with 15 seconds left here in the first. the returning state finalist out of Waco, Wayland.
Leading Gabe Anderson out of Hinton. For sure looking for another switch against Dickerson. He gets around to the leg. Can he switch off to 2?
With a minute 20 left here.
Dickerson's kind of locked through the crotch here. Oh, they're going to give the 2 for Versure. He got that second arm around. So Versure now leads Dickerson 11-10.
Nashua Plainfield, Lucas Olson Woodbine. Calling off Nashua Plainfield.
Dickerson, the senior, 55-0. Versure, only a sophomore, 31-1. Versure leads 11-10, 57 seconds left.
So we got 3 out of the 4 190s going on right now in the quarters.
They're going to call Loudon Huizenga for locked hands down here. He's still going to lead 5-1. Oh, Decker got a takedown on Muller, so Decker takes the lead 8-6, 40 seconds left.
Looks like there's a possible cradle action over here.
Dickerson up to his feet. For sure drops back down the legs. They're close. They go out of bounds.
Gatlin Rogers had a cradle locked up. Let go of the head.
Rogers taking on Wirtz out of Emmitsburg. So we go out of bounds. 29 seconds remain on mat 4. Jackson Versure have a Woodbury Central with an 11-10 lead over Jaden Dickerson of Shenandoah. Goes to a sit out there for Dickerson. Nothing doing. Versure covers. Now a roll for Dickerson. Oh, he's looking for a reversal. There it is. Dickerson, not quite yet. There's a 2 reversal. Now he's looking to maybe get some near fall. Dickerson, 10 seconds left. He's going to pick up a win here.
Wow.
Versure was leading by 1 with 30 seconds left. Dickerson hits a roll, gets 2 reversal. He's going to get 4 near fall. Jaden Dickerson remains undefeated, 16-11. He knocks off Jackson Versure out of Woodbury Central to move to the semifinals. Some late heroics there out of Shenandoah.
That's gutsy stuff, man. That's gutsy stuff.
Looks like Decker holds on to beat Muller, maybe. Yeah, I think Decker ended up beating Muller 8-6. That is going to bring out number 1 defending state champion Ashton Honold out of Nottoway Valley, taking on the freshman out of Alburnett, Egan Fleshman.
I tell you what, man. Honold is a freak of nature when it comes to this sport. He's just a big old kid.
He works hard, man.
Yeah.
Over on 5, Gatlin Rogers of Wilton leading 3-0 over Ryan Wirtz of Emmitsburg. We are 30 seconds in the second period. Rogers putting on a good ride here. Main man, Walrus wrestling now on 7 against Cracklio.
Come on, Walrus. We're riding with you, buddy.
Now up on mat 4 at 190 pounds will be Lincoln Blickendorfer out of Central Springs, taking on Drew Lansing out of Don Bosco. So we're getting into some big boys here. We're at 190 and 215. We will be back at 6 o'clock for 2A action. So again, not a very long break in between 1A and 2A here, but
maybe a little bit longer one than 3A this morning.
A little bit, maybe. Don't jinx it yet.
I'm not jinxing it. Wait, I'm not jinxing it. What? I didn't say anything about time.
Loudon Huizenga up 11-3 late in the second period here over Gabe Anderson of Hinton. Honold and Fleshman still scoreless 1 minute into that match.
Over here on 1, Nolan Kriegel, he's got about 30 seconds, or he just scored a go-ahead reversal with about 19 seconds left.
Got to hold on there. Gatlin Rogers builds his lead to 7-0 for Wilton over on mat 5. Wilton having a heck of a round, too, other than that heartbreaker by Brisker.
Man, you want to just rip your heart out there, man.
So scoreless, Honold and Fleshman scoreless, Blickendorfer and Lansing. Huizenga's up 14-4 in the third. Gatlin Rogers up 7-0 after the second, heading to the third.
Number 2 consolation round, 190 pounds.
Rogers, no, Wirtz choice. Wirtz going to go underneath. Honold in on a single leg now. Fleshman just kind of pulls him down to the mat, but Honold's covering hips here.
Somebody knows about this.
I think you should be counting near fall, but no takedown. They ran out of time.
Somebody knows about Huizenga is his technique still isn't, it really isn't like real smooth technical stuff. Sometimes it's just no. I pick you up, I bring you down.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Hey, if you're an athlete and you're a big dude, sometimes that's just it.
Yeah, he leading 17-5 in the quarterfinals here.
Can't really be nitpicky, can I?
There, Ashton Honnold's on the board. 1 point escape to start the second period. Leading 1-0. Also scoreless after the first period. Lincoln Blickendorfer, Central Springs, Drew Lansing out of Don Bosco at 190 pounds. Gatlin Rogers putting on a hard ride over Wirtz, still leading 7-0.
Wow. Flashman. Oh, that was cool.
What was it?
It was, sorry.
No,
It was just kind of like he was, Flashman was trying to whizzer, and Honnold just kind of like followed through with it and just planted him.
just ran through it.
Yeah.
So Huizenga picks up a 17-5 major decision down there. Number 1, Loudon Huizenga. Waco Wayland moves on to the semifinals.
Is he undefeated this year?
I believe so, yeah. 39-0, Loudon Huizenga. 39-0.
Okay.
Probably now 40-0.
Pick one up now. T-shirt vendor will be closing directly after the end of this session.
Interesting.
Now wrestling
Oh,
at number 6.
Honnold in on a real nice high crotch there.
Hendrick Bouride, Manson,
Gets the takedown, so it should be 5-0 now for Ashton Honnold.
I gotta see. I think it's one of those things now where Honnold is gonna take it to a freshman right now. If we're saying like, no, you're not ready yet.
Yeah, there he comes.
Fish
Arm behind the back, tilts him
fisherman.
over.
So we just call it a fish catcher.
Oh, fish catcher. Interesting. So 4-point near fall. Honnold busted open. It's 9-0 now. 24 seconds left. Looks like he might want to do it again.
Wow, Gatlin Rogers
Nope,
now.
he's going to go to the old, lose it, going country boy. But Gatlin Rogers wins 11-2 major decision to move on to the semifinals at 190.
He's fired up.
Of course, Gatlin's sister Hannah was a state champion wrestler as well.
Oh, okay. There's the family tree.
Yep.
Now wrestling on mat number 5.
Down
on
Mat 6 here is still 3-0 in favor of Woodbury Central's Carter Wright over Hendricks Parade with about 45 seconds into this first period.
Hey, guess what?
What's up, buddy?
Carter Wright's a sophomore.
215.
Man.
215 pounds.
Of freshman or
Sophomore, 38-2, former AAU state champion.
Down on 5. We got Kyler Salas of Don Bosco taking on Angel Barajas.
Alta Aurelia. Mat 4, we're tied 2-2. Lincoln Blickendorfer, Central Springs. Drew Lansing out of Don Bosco. Lansing trying to kick out. Blickendorfer's got to move up here. There he goes. So time's going to run out in the second period. 2-2. Number 2 seed Drew Lansing. Blickendorfer, the number 7. Heading to the third. Believe it'll be Lansing's choice here.
Oh, Honnold head in the hole, cross body.
Inside cradle.
Inside cradle. Puts Fleshman on his back.
He's got him in a lot of trouble
And
here.
a lot of time, too.
There's
the
the fall. Defending state champ Ashton Honnold heading back to the semifinals. Carter Wright still up 3-0 here late in the first period. Down on 5, Kyler Salas out of Don Bosco at 215, leading 3-1 over Angel Barajas out of Alta Aurelia.
Angel Barajas.
Now wrestling on mat number 3, quarterfinals at 215 pounds. Braxton Plants, Montezuma.
Now coming out on mat 3, we'll have Nathan Bites out of Maquoketa Valley, the 2 seed, taking on Braxton Plants out of Montezuma.
Plants has had a nice little run here so far this week.
Yeah.
Or but he also had a little brother in the tournament so far too, right? I'm pretty sure I saw Plants wrestling on
That's possible. I'm not
front
even
side.
sure, to tell you the truth. We got Plants ranked 10th. Nathan Bites ranked 2nd.
Over down on 4 here We still got, it's a Drew Lansing. He's still up 3-2 on Lincoln Blickendorfer with 1:14 left here in the third.
Don Bosco questioning some sort of call here. Coach Ortner.
Dude, I was watching warm-ups today. Ordner still scraps, man. Like, that dude's like, you know, mid-40s respectfully, and
He's, yeah, a couple years older than me. I think he's probably about 46.
he is still just a tank. There's the fall on mat 6.
Carter Wright, the sophomore, into the semifinals at 2:15 for Woodbury Central. Picks up the fall over Hendrick Pureade.
Got some good sportsmanship there. We like that. At the end of the day, that's what it's about.
So here's a little story about my wrestling career. As an undersized freshman at 189 pounds, as a freshman, I walk into the Keith Young Invitational my first weekend of varsity wrestling. First round, I draw Chris Ortner. Look at the bracket. If I win that, I get Tony Wheeland.
Who ended up being a...
National runner-up, I believe, for you and I.
Oh, that's it.
Had
yeah.
like every weightlifting record in Cedar Falls history at the time at 189 pounds. Luckily, I did not get past Ordner because I'm pretty sure Wheeland might have ripped my arms off.
Quarterfinals at 285 pounds. Tyler Salzberger, Westwood Sloan, Jacob Bishop Hinton.
Drew Lansing now up 6-2 over Blickendorfer. Late in the match, it looks like it's going to finish that way. So Don Bosco's got another semifinalist, Drew Lansing at 190 pounds. 6-2.
Oh, man. Just some rollies down there on 7. We got heavyweights out. We got heavyweights out on 7.
Good matchup down here on 6. Tyler Salzberger out of Westwood Sloan taking on Jacob Bishop out of Hinton. That's a rematch from the districts. District finals are the 4 and 5 seeds. Looks like we got an injury to Salas over here on mat 5. He leads 3-1 in the second. Now coming out on mat 4, number 1, Trenton Warner out of Nottoway Valley, taking on Zach Teague out of West Central Valley. So we got a couple heavyweights on the match here. So just about ready to finish up the Class 1A quarterfinals. We're going to obviously be back at 6 o'clock for the Class 2A semifinals as well. Well, Wormwell anyway. I'll probably be down on the floor for that one.
Lars lives in 2A world. We appreciate that. Probably some better content here IAwrestle has like our 2A division. And I tell you what, if you guys are wrestling fans, you guys need to be paying attention to 2A because this is big. Hey, the team race, like the teammate race aspect is the story of the week. Maybe we'll have some better, more clear answers.
Oh, you were asking about the other Plants. The other Plants just won in overtime down on mat 2. Brett Plants out of Montezuma just defeated Tate France out of West Branch in overtime.
Okay.
His other Plants, Braxton Plants, on mat 3 in the quarterfinals, taking on Nathan Beats, but Beats does lead 5-0.
Oh, that's a big old chicken half, it looks like. Boom, he's taking time to readjust there.
Nathan Beats, Macocata Valley.
Returning state finalist.
Working for a fall here.
Now wrestling on mat number 2, Consolation round.
Sits to it. That's got to be a fall.
That's got to be a fall. How do you? We can see it.
Oh, no. Maybe too far. You got to sit back into the head a little bit. Oh, look at this. Down on 4. Zach Teague, West Central Valley, gets the opening takedown over number 1, Trenton Warner. 3-0 lead for Teague.
Salas up 9-3 over on 5.
Beats does not get the fall, but he leads 9-0 over Plants over on mat 3. Still scoreless on 6. There's a good shot. Looks like that's Jacob Bishop out of Hinton. He got an escape. Back in on the leg, leading 1-0 over Tyler Salzberger out of Westwood Sloan.
Wow. We're gonna pay attention to mat 4 here. Trent Warner, or Zach Teague. Starting to get a little swagger in his step, it looks like. Beats though. He's up 9-0. Second period here, about 30 seconds left.
Over on 5, Kyler Salas of Don Bosco leading 9-3 over Angel Barajas out of Alta Aurelia.
Beats looking like he's trying to go country boy on him.
Still 1-0 on mat 6. Jacob Bishop of Hinton leading Tyler Sulzberger out of Westwood Sloan. Bishop in on a shot again, drives him out of bounds. So Bishop definitely being the aggressor here. Lot smaller heavyweight than Sulzberger. Another shot.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful single looking to come right out the back door. Don't see a ton of heavyweights hit that. Oh, but look at Sulzberger. The big guy scrambles out, gets his own takedown out of it.
That looks like something you drill, like kind of like just like a drill there a little bit. Take shot, drop back, go behind.
Oh man, beautiful shot out of Bishop, but Sulzberger able to come out on top. 3-1 now. Only 10 seconds left in the second too, so a right out would be big here.
3-2 here. We got a minute 15 left here in the second on 4.
Zach Teague leading number 1 Trenton Warner over there on 4. Warner looking for some underhooks. Minute left in the second.
Oh. Got some blood time here. Salas pulls off the 12-4 win as he advances to the semifinals.
So another bonus point for Don Bosco for the major decision.
Oh, keep on trucking.
It's going to bring out Osage's heavyweight, Ledger Nails.
Okay, that's actually a pretty awesome name.
So it's NEHLS, but it's Nails.
Yeah.
Nails.
Ledger Nails.
Taking on Henry Lund out of AHSTW, possibly the best mullet in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, that's a full, we talked about yesterday. That's not a party, that's a country festival led by Brooks and Dunn.
Nathan Beats, Maquoketa Valley picks up that 17-1 tech fall at 215 pounds.
All signs. Oh, Nails is going for the headlock, but.
Oh, a little scramble there. Nothing doing, no points. Now coming out on mat 3, we got the 2 seed at heavyweight, Wyatt Hanna, Lake Mills. Going to be taking on Grant Gray out of Northeast Community, out of Goose Lake.
The Goose.
Now up on mat number 3, quarterfinals at 285 pounds.
Mat 4, Zach Teague, West Central Valley, still leading Trenton Warner out of Nottoway Valley. Warner getting a lot of action going though here.
He's
a lot of
busy.
snaps, underhooks. Warner starting to push the pace a little bit, trailing by 1, but we are only in the second period, 35 seconds. There he tries to horse him up, then pulls him down, then horses him back up. Honnold's telling him, you got to get some angles here. Try to get around. You're not just horsing them.
Lund over here from AHSTW.
Oh, there's the fall.
Wow.
Tyler Sulzberger, Westwood Sloan picks up the fall over Jacob Bishop out of Hinton at heavyweight.
Westwood Sloan, man. They got some dogs. Tell me he's not a sophomore.
I don't think so. Sulzberger's a senior, so is Bishop.
Okay.
I don't know that we have any sophomores out here right now. These are pretty much all seniors.
Lund down here.
Oh, Lund's got nails on his back.
Big old country festival.
Number 6 seed Henry Lund knocks off the 3 seed Ledger Nails of Osage. AHSTW of Voca has got a semi-finalist at heavyweight.
Heck yes.
Sadler, Jessup. Recker Starmont, Sadler, Jessup. Now wrestling mat number 6.
Zach Teague still leading number 1 Trenton Warner 3-2 as they head to the third period here at heavyweight. So these are our last matches. We have just 2 left. No, we have
just these 2 quarterfinals left, right?
Yeah, because Lund won and Sulzberger won. So these are our last 2 heavyweight matches. We're in the 3rd period here. Zach Teague of West Central Valley leading 3-2 over number 1 Trenton Warner. In the 1st period over on mat 3, it's scoreless. Grant Gray, Northeast Community. Number 2, Wyatt Hanna out of Lake Mills.
Man,
Warner putting on a ride here, but he's got to get some points.
He's
been pushing the pace. I'm not so sure I don't let him go, but he was really pushing the pace on the feet. Couldn't quite finish, but I think he's getting Teague a little worn down. So we'll see if he can get a turn or something here. He's got a
wing.
Got a wing dug in, catching the far wrist maybe.
Down here, we got a pin coming up here on 8. There's a fall. I think they're all kind of understanding.
Looks like we moved a consolation match over to 6, but again, that is consolation, Sadler and Rucker.
Yep.
Over on a leg, Grant Gray up 1-0, got the escape. Now he's in on a leg, Northeast Community, taking on number 2 Wyatt Hanna. Gray, he's got the takedown. Looked like he maybe had the cradle for a second, but he slips off of that. But there's a takedown for Gray. Leads 4-0 over number 2 Hanna.
Oh, and Warner comes back.
Oh, that's why Warner was riding.
Yeah, because he can do that.
Yep. He's got Teague on his back, still 39 seconds. So Teague's 3-2 on the scoreboard, but Warner's going to have 4 near fall here if he doesn't get the fall. I don't think Teague's getting off of this one.
Raker pins Sadler. There's the fall there on mat 4.
Number 1, Trenton Warner.
Just kind of reminding everyone why.
Yep. He is moving into the semifinals.
So we're going to cover this last match here on mat 3. And we're going to sign off, catch a breather here real quick, and then we're going to come back here for 2A.
That will start at 6 o'clock. So not a long break, but we'll take what we can get here.
Yep.
There is a takedown now for Wyatt Hanna to make it 4-4, but only in the 2nd period.
Oh, and some near fall. Wait. No near falls, but
put him in a little danger, but
just a scotch of danger.
Just a scotch.
Not even a lot of danger, just like enough to get by. Hey, we do want to appreciate you guys tuning in today while we're finishing up here. We do really appreciate you guys listening. Obviously this is something fun we're able to do for IAwrestle, and also gives us a chance to talk wrestling all day. So do appreciate you guys staying with us, being patient with us, also giving us your honest opinions.
So we are going to head to the 3rd here. Yep. Still tied 4-4. Grant Gray, Northeast. Number 2, Wyatt Hanna out of Lake Mills. Looks like Hanna's choice. He's going to go bottom to start the 3rd. We do still have a couple consolation matches over there as well, but we're going to focus in on this last quarterfinal. "15 seconds in. Gray still on top. There's Hanna. Hanna comes up, gets escape, now leads 5-4. That is number 2, Wyatt Hanna out of Lake Mills, leading Grant Gray, the number 7 seed out of Northeast Community.
Five 4 here, minute 18. Whew. Tell you what, Lars. I'm gonna have to dig down. We're gonna dig down deep here for the night session. I tell you what, I feel a lot more energetic than I did yesterday. I think that first day of kind of like shell shock of it kind of is out of the system now.
Yeah.
Now you're just like, all right, let's just ride. We're gonna go zombie mode here for the next 3 days.
Do what we got to do. So 4th place, we got Woodbury Central at 51.5 points. Wilton was in 3rd at 63.5. Alburnett takes a 20-point advantage over Wilton. They're in 2nd at 83.5. And Don Bosco pretty comfortably out in front at 107.5. So Bosco well ahead of Alburnett. Alburnett well ahead of Wilton.
Tell you what, though, like we were saying, kind of that big talk was how Alburnett was going to respond after last night. Ooh, a headlock down here on 7. Does he have enough to get it in overtime?
Brennan
Nothing
Bollinger. Yet. That's still 3rd period, I believe. But yep, there's the 3 takedown. Bollinger and North Union now leads 4-1 over Francisco Hansa Wilton, and he's looking for possible fall. He's going to have some near fall.
Hannah just got dinged for stalling there.
Oh, still leads 5-4, but he's been warned, but only 8 seconds left. So I think we're about done here, Worm. Oh, tries a little arm spin, but nothing doing. So late garbage takedown for Hannah. He wins 8-4, heading to the semifinals.
Absolutely, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. For Lars Underbaki, this is Worm Buffelli. We got our one. We're out.